Hello, Topical, and welcome back. We're back from our hiatus. It's been 6 weeks, and it's been far too long since I get to talk to you guys. So that's nice. I don't have to talk to myself anymore. And I also get to talk to someone else today. I've got Hallie on. Say hi, Hallie.
Hey everyone!
Hey. So I'm really excited that I'm getting back to recording. I think how I'm going to handle this is I'm just going to treat it as a season break because, the longest break I had before this was 2 weeks. So hopefully I remember how to keep conversations. I didn't mention this to Allie because, don't want to scare her off. I had enough problems trying to get Morgan on, and yeah, I'm going to get right into things. So, Hallie, I asked you to come up with a question that you want to ask me, and since it worked so well for Rod, I figured I'd try it out here. So, do you have that question?
I really have thought about it and haven't come up with anything super creative, but I've got one for you.
Good. Anything helps.
Okay, so tell me what you think a current what do you think that's a current fad now will be like embarrassing years from now?
Ooh, this is interesting. So, tell me why you thought this would be a good question to ask me.
Well, actually, you're a pretty plain dude, you don't really strike me as the type to, attach on to fads and stuff, so I figured, or what do you think one is stupid now, maybe?
So, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Do you mind giving me a couple of examples to go off of? I don't really know any fads right now, to be honest.
Oh, you don't know any fads?
And I don't want to Google current fads.
I mean, people do like those dumb challenges, like the Tide Pod challenge, stuff like that. But
is that recent?
That's kind of like the obvious answer.
Here, let's see what Google has to say.
People wear like those, I think they call them gladiator sandals, which are super high, like sandals, and I think they look kind of stupid, but people love them. So maybe those will be stupid in a couple years.
Why? When I Google current fads, why are all these search results from last year? That seems incredibly ironic to me. Those aren't current at all.
Tell you.
Okay, let's see what they got here. Yeah, you said samurai sandals. Those don't sound particularly comfortable.
No. Also, some guys like cut their hair where like the bottom's shaved and like the top is nice and long. People do that.
Huh. That is interesting.
See, Okay, that wasn't a good question. Let me think of another one. Okay, if you met someone who you thought was like the female version of you, what would she be like?
Ah, the female version of me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was the worst whistle I've ever done. So, the female version of me. That's a really good question, actually.
Oh, thank you.
So how does this work? Because presumably I can't just list off my personality traits and ascribe them to a female.
Sure, you can.
Oh, I can? Okay.
All you, man. Yeah.
Great. Okay, so we're talking about a female that has the worst fashion sense known to man. It's still her own style. She still she rocks it, but
she rocks it.
Yeah, but no one else appreciates it. So poor girl.
Okay.
Not very flattering at all. She's got the nice I don't know, what would you call these? The nice khakis, I guess, maybe cargo.
Khakis and dark blue polo.
Yeah, dark blue. Excuse me. This is black. I'll have you know.
Okay, sorry. You've got two different shirts.
Yeah. No, Yeah, they're subtle differences, but they're differences. What else aside from the outward apparel? Well, obviously there's the glasses. How about the personality?
Yeah, give me something like that.
Okay, so she's fairly logical. She isn't too outward with her emotions, but they're definitely there if you get her in the right mood. And she...
Are you gonna get all emotional on me today?
Yeah, maybe. We'll see if a couple tears come out. We'll laugh along together. What?
I'll be waiting.
Yeah. What else? She's pretty funny. She's a pretty awesome girl, if I do say so myself.
Okay.
Hmm. I don't know. What else do you think that girl would be like, Hallie?
Um. Well, this is your question, not mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't let me turn it back on you. Well, here, how about I just completely flip the script then? So, what would the boy version be of you, Hallie?
No. Um. Um. Hopefully, they'd have a good sense of humor, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that. Hmm, maybe pretty laid back, I guess. Let's see about style. Um, lots of jeans and t-shirts, probably.
Jeans.
Yeah, jeans and t-shirts.
Got
Maybe
it.
some shorts. Maybe I'd be that kind of guy that like wears shorts way too far into the winter.
Yeah, we all know that guy.
Yeah, we all know that guy.
That was me freshman year.
No.
No, nobody ever remembers that.
I don't
Nobody.
think I've ever seen you in a pair of shorts.
Oh my gosh, nobody remembers that. I was a completely different person freshman year. I wore athletic shorts every day. I wore like these sports shirts. Basically I was white trash freshman year, and then I don't know what I became after that.
Got more sophisticated as you grew, right?
I was gonna go robot, but let's go with sophisticated. Yeah.
Sure. Whatever you want to call it.
Sure. Okay. So, obviously, we're in the thick of summer right now. So, I figured I'd ask how your summer's going, Hallie. What have you been up to?
Been working a lot, getting ready for college. Hanging out with some people, some friends. That's about it. It's been a pretty uneventful summer. I went to Charleston. That was fun.
Ooh, Charleston.
How about
It's been pretty good for me as well. I've been bogged down at my dad's work, doing an internship. That's a lot of fun. Getting the best
you? What is it?
I'm sorry.
What is your dad's work?
Yeah, so he works at EAB, which is well, the acronym stands for Enrollment Advisory Board, and essentially you got to say it like that or you get fired. And basically, what it does is it's a college analytics company. It helps colleges build their entry classes, and really, what it's done for me is it's given me a behind the scenes look at a bunch of colleges. I got all the dirt on them. Luckily, Case Western is a client of VAB, so I've got plenty of information that I can use to get more financial aid in the future years. But
fantastic.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
You got a good deal going on, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So, have you done anything fun this summer? Because obviously it's not too fun talking about Wegmans.
I think it's a lot of fun. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Other than Wegmans, which is always a good time. Like I said, I went to Charleston. That was fun.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
No beach?
Well, no. I mean, I was at the beach near Charleston.
Oh, okay. Are there good beaches around Charleston?
Great beaches, yeah. They're really nice. They have long shorelines.
Not too many racists?
Like deep. Not too many what?
Not too many racists.
Oh my god. It's not.
Ooh. No, hopefully not. That would be uncomfortable.
It would, yeah.
Oh my gosh, always trying to put suntan on you, so, Not gonna finish that. So, yeah. Do you like the beach, or are you one of those people that's not really a beach person?
The beach is alright, it's alright, yeah. I'm not a huge fan, as you can tell.
Yeah.
But it's not too bad, and I like it. It's nice to go for like a week, but I certainly want to live.
Whoa, a week? That sounds like a fan.
Oh, a week is a fan?
I mean, a week's a long time to spend anywhere, especially at the beach. God, not the tentacles, the seaweed. Why did I think tentacles? Was the seaweed keeping you there?
No, not this time. Not this time.
That's good. You didn't get stung by any jellyfish?
Not this time. Nope.
You got stung by jellyfish some other time?
No, I don't think. I think I've always come away from the beach unscathed, which is a plus.
Yeah, but what about your face? You didn't get any sunburns?
No, not this time. And I have gotten sunburned before. And last summer I got a terrible sunburn, but I did well. Good with the sunscreen.
Or are we talking like sun poisoning level, or?
No, not that bad.
Okay, good. I don't understand those like, if you notice you're sunburned, you should probably do something about that. You don't just keep going out there and not wearing sunscreen.
Well, it actually happened last year. It happened like in one day, so like you don't notice until you get home and you're.
Well, no, I'm talking about the sun poisoning.
Oh.
Like that's a whole week long excursion there. That's like, hey, I know I'm looking in the mirror. I see. Well, I don't even know what you're seeing. I can't think of any red animal, but you're seeing an orangutan looking back at you, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna go back out there. And you know what? No sunscreen for me, baby. I'm gonna take in the sun. I'm gonna see how far I can push this thing, and melanoma be damned. I'm going out there.
Yep, that is a mistake for sure.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. Let's see. So, this is an interesting question. So, do you like getting your hair cut? I know girls usually like getting their hair cut.
Sure. Yeah, I like it.
Okay. Well, now I'm regretting where this question is going to go. But would you want a massage while you're getting your hair cut?
No.
Okay.
I would opt out of that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I didn't think you would like that after the first half. Okay. Well.
No, but I got my hair cut recently, just so you know.
Oh, you did?
It looks pretty good. Yeah, it's not super short though. I would look stupid with super short hair.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. You don't usually see too many tall people with short hair. Unless it's the military.
Unless it's what?
Unless it's the military.
Okay, yeah. No, I mean that's not the reason, but sure.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to be any taller with your hair. You just gotta cut it down, make sure it's not adding any inches onto the top of it.
Well, right. If I cut my hair, it wouldn't go up. I mean, it would.
No, you've never tried the mohawk?
No, never tried that one.
Okay, well, you'll have to let me know how that goes if you ever, I don't know, get jumped or someone by like the Mohawk Man or something. He tries to give you a mohawk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Sure. So, here, you know what? So, what do you actually like about Wegmans? Because for me, I've never been a big fan of customer service. Do you like the customer service part?
It can be challenging at times, but it's always nice to learn to adapt to situations and people. So I've gotten pretty good at that. Well, gained a lot of patience.
Yeah, what do you do at Wegmans?
Well, I work in the bulk department, so that's like self-serving candy and nuts and stuff like that.
Well, that would probably kill me.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, haven't been to Wegmans in 5 years.
Well, I mean, everybody has a, well, not everybody, but a lot of stores have a bulk department. Have you ever been to, like, Whole Foods?
I haven't been to a store in, like, probably 3 years. So what's the bulk? Is it just like a...
It's like self-serving nuts and candy.
So is it like a nuts and candy aisle? Is it like, hey,
Sure.
Hey, here, come get your nuts?
There's, like, bins, and they're filled with product, and you take a scoop, and you put however much you want in a bag, and then you weigh the bag up.
I'm picturing like a barrel full of nuts here, and then like.
Are you on a computer?
I can get on a computer, sure.
Yeah, look up bulk foods.
Okay, let's see, bulk foods. Okay, it's pulling up a map. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, so it's like one of those old timey candy places.
Yeah, sure. It's bulk foods, yeah.
Huh, that was not what I expected, to be honest.
Okay, so anyway, I work in that department, and
Wait, what do you have to do in this department? It seems like it all dispenses itself.
No, well, no, it gets empty eventually.
Well, yeah, eventually, I mean...
Okay, so I stock the items, right? I make some of the orders sometimes to order, like, whichever product we need. I, assist customers. I know that store like the back of my hand. It's almost embarrassing. Let's see, what else? The scoops that, like, people get the food out with, you clean those every day, so I do that a lot. Lots of cleaning. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. So, is Wegmans your favorite store, or do you have another favorite store?
No, Wegmans is obviously my favorite store.
Okay, that's good. I didn't want to get you in trouble with the Wegmans people.
You what?
I didn't want to get you in trouble with any of the Wegmans people.
Oh, absolutely not.
Do you work with anyone else we know?
Yeah, Zach Johnson, he works there as a cashier.
Oh, that's fun.
Ty Selby, she works there as a cashier.
Oh.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, yes, I do know Ty Selby. That's right.
Convincing. Okay.
She's the one that plays the piano, right?
Yeah, she plays piano.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, we're on the same page. I'm trying to think. I think that's. Yeah, I think that's all that went to Clever Hill that I can think of.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think's the biggest thing they could add to Wegmans to make it that much better?
They could add.
Or subtract. Maybe the bulk aisle.
Subtract how much plastic they use.
You
know, to become more sustainable and stuff. That'd be nice, because, all grocery stores use loads and loads of plastic. And I don't really know the solution to it, but I think they should try to think of one.
Yeah, I gotta shrink that footprint.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a good segue, actually, to more environmental topics? Do you think we have much of a chance to preserve the environment at all, or are we just kind of screwed at this point?
I think we're kind of screwed, but working towards it can never hurt.
Yeah. So what do you think about the whole oil thing? Because I know when I was younger, I used to think that. Well, I had a friend who wrote a really long paper in 7th grade. I think it was like 10 pages, but that seems like an eternity before you do science fair for Mrs. Johnson. And he was convinced that we were going to run out of oil on the planet by like 2080 or 2090, and he convinced me personally at the time. But it seems like lately we're not really pushing that limit that much, and also it seems like companies are going to get off of oil by the time we get there and probably switch to natural gas, frankly. How do you think that's going to go down, and do you think we are going to end up with an oil crisis at some point?
I think we'll be able to switch over to natural gas before there'll be any oil crisis. So I think they've kind of got a solution built in for that. That's very attainable. So I don't think that's as much of a concern, but I guess you never know.
Yeah. Do you think we're ever going to make it to solar, or is that just going to remain unattainable because of cost?
I'm sure we'll get there. I don't know if it'll be in our lifetime, but I'm sure it'll get there.
Yeah. I would love to see it happen, frankly, but the biggest problem right now is just battery technology is never evolving. Speaking of batteries, I just noticed that my phone dropped below 20%. Hallie, you have an iPhone, right?
I do indeed.
Do you like your iPhone?
I do indeed. What? It does what it needs to do.
What's your favorite app on your iPhone?
Well, now Skype might have to be my favorite app. I've never had it until yesterday, but it might have to be my favorite app.
Wow, well, I really hope I don't ruin it for you.
What kind of phone do you have?
I have an iPhone as well.
What is your favorite app?
What is my favorite app? Oh, that's a good question. Should I go for the productivity one, or should I go for the lazy one? Here, I'll go for both. So my favorite productivity app is probably the Reminders app on my phone, because I have to be reminded of many things. I have a terrible memory. And
Okay.
then my other favorite app is probably a baseball app, which is equally boring. So
I didn't know you were a baseball fan.
I am a baseball fan, and nobody else is in the world, so nobody ever wants to talk about baseball. Anyways, do you use any social media to follow baseball?
To what?
To follow baseball, please?
Not to follow baseball. I don't use it for that. I don't know much about baseball, but my cousin, he plays baseball. He's going to college next year also. He's playing at VMI, and I think he's pretty excited. I'm excited for him.
Well, you better take it seriously if he's going to VMI.
I think he'll be able to do it, yeah.
Yeah. Do you use it? Oh, wait, I just asked that. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted right now.
Sorry.
I was literally about to ask you the exact same question. Oh my goodness. Do you have a favorite, a favorite social media network, I guess it would be called? Or, I don't know, not social media app, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I guess Instagram is fine. I only use Instagram and Snapchat. So I'm not really on the whole Twitter and like, some of the other popular ones. But
yeah, like Facebook.
yeah, I'm not on Facebook either.
Good. They'll never
That
get
one
your
seems
data.
like more of a hassle than anything.
Yeah, they'll never get your data, Hallie.
I know.
So when you say use social media, are you one of those people that's just lurking in the background and?
I do lurk. Yeah, that would be that I would classify myself as a lurker. Yeah.
Yep, I join the party. What do you? No, not what do you like about lurking. The lurking part is what we like about lurking.
Right.
What posts do you like the most that people put on Instagram? Are you a fan of the food stuff? Are you a fan of looking at people on their vacations? Or are you one of those bizarro people that like the selfies?
I mean, I'm kind of biased towards whatever my friends post. That's kind of whatever they post I like, It's just so it's mainly the people that I follow that attracts me, but I guess food posts are nice. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, speaking of food, I'm going to ask you a question that I ask everybody. Aren't you loving these segues? So,
Okay.
I always have people rank their, and when I say always, about like 50% of the time, but you know what, that's good enough. It's a majority. It's good enough to win an American election. So, I always have people rank their 6 favorite tastes or flavors, or however I choose to describe it, and those being salty, sweet, sour, spicy, savory, umami. It's 7 at this point, but here, let's add fat to that. So now it's 8. So,
Fat.
so
Wait.
you don't think fat is a different flavor than other things? If you take a bite of a hunk of butter, well, first off, you're gonna want to clean out your arteries, but it's gonna have a different taste than sweet, which is what most people would associate as, right?
Okay, sure, fat, yeah.
Yeah, so fat, if you happen to have a good enough distinction in your mind now that I've given you a definition to
Okay,
actually...
well, I'll start off and say that fat is number 7.
Okay, or 8, depending on your ranking choice.
Sure, yeah, whatever. I need a review of the list again.
Sure, okay, so we got sweet, we got savory, we got salty, we got spicy, we got sour, we got something else, bitter, that's right, we got...
Bitter, okay.
we got umami, which is savory, so never mind, we actually have 7, so... Oops.
Okay, let's see. Okay, alright. Do you want me to rank them in, like, how much I enjoy them, or, like, how often I eat them,
Let's do both.
Oh, no, okay. Okay. Sweet is always good. Love ice cream. Ice cream is heavenly. So we'll say sweet is number 1. Spicy is always a good way to shake things up, right?
Ooh, nice.
I guess savory is nice. That's kind of similar to sweet to me. What I need bitter is fine, I guess. What's the other ones?
Salty and sour.
Oh, sour's not bad too, but I don't eat that very much. It's good when I have it though. So sour can be next, and then salty's fine too. Salty, I don't love salt, but like a good cracker, like a Ritz cracker.
I like
the
me
right time in the right place.
I like me a good cracker too.
Yeah, so sure, that's my ranking.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you're probably one of the first people that actually is not abhorrent towards spicy. So that's nice to hear. Most people are either scared of it or don't like it or feel like their tongue's gonna fall off when they try it. So that's nice that you're a fan of the old surprise spice.
That's right. Yep, the surprise spice.
So, do you usually go when you say spicy? Are we talking like you put peppers on things, or you just I don't know sprinkle some I don't know pepper flakes on your pizza, or is it just
Um,
completely out of the blue surprise? Oh, my mouth is burning.
well, one of my weaknesses is that not very good at making food, so it's less in what I make and more in like what I order. Say, if I go to a restaurant,
Oh,
there's these awesome spicy like ramen noodles at this place I go, and oh, they're so good. So, and then like wings, a little bit of spice is nice.
oh, wings have no spice. I've never
It's the sauce.
I've never had any wings that are actually spicy.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, no, it's unfortunate, but such is the life of the old ghost pepper pizza. But yeah, so not good at cooking. You're gonna make a good muffer. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
That was a joke.
you're attacking me.
Ooh.
I'll get there.
But okay, so gotcha. You're gonna get there. When you do end up cooking, is there something that you like to try cooking, or is it just completely avoiding it?
When I do cook, no, I found a way to avoid it pretty well. But I know when I go to college, I'll have to cook. So,
Do you?
well, I mean, what? Not in the dorm, but like, if I move out of the dorm, I'll have to.
Is that a plan?
Yeah, for sure. I would like to move out second year, but we'll see if that actually happens.
They let you move out the second year. That seems a bit early.
I guess.
Hey, what do I know? So for me, I've never liked cooking either personally. It just seems like it's a bad opportunity cost. It's okay. You spend 30 minutes, 60 minutes making a meal, and then you spend 5 minutes eating it.
Hey, you eat fast.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Maybe 10 minutes if I don't want indigestion,
There you
especially
go.
especially if it's spicy. You got to take that slow, or I don't know.
For sure.
Your insides will rot out or whatever it is that happens when you eat spicy food. That's the one thing that I find interesting about spicy things, and you notice I keep coming back to the spicy. I didn't touch on the sweet at all, but the weird thing about spicy foods is it doesn't matter how much of it you eat. It essentially doesn't affect your health, which is really weird when you compare it to all of the other different flavor enhancers. If you eat something that's way too sweet, your teeth are gonna rot out or something, or your bacteria are gonna throw a party in your mouth and go, "Woohoo! We got the sugar cane, folks!" And if you eat something super salty, it's gonna go straight to your cholesterol, or well, probably your bad cholesterol. I don't think it goes to your good cholesterol, and don't really know what else happens with salt. I don't know. It'll make your tongue hurt if you eat too much, or if you eat something way too savory. Comes with the problems with meat, and obviously those aren't great, especially if it's red meat. So it's kind of weird that spicy food is you can just have as much as you want, and it
What
doesn't affect.
about bitter, Ryan? What about bitter?
Well, what about bitter? Well, nobody eats enough bitter food for it to actually affect them. So that has not been studied yet clinically. If anyone would like to sponsor a bitter food study, well, you can go somewhere else because nobody's gonna sign up for your study. But yeah, I've always found that super interesting. So
That's super interesting.
what kind of cultural food do you like? For me, I've always been a really big fan of Italian food.
Okay. Um, Italian is nice. Mexican is good, on the right day, but not in excess. I love like Asian, especially like sushi is delicious. I love sushi, like Japanese cuisine. Oh, so good. Um, let's see. Yeah, yeah.
Do you like? Is it the Japanese ramen that you like as well, or is there another specific Asian cuisine that brings the ramen for you?
I couldn't tell you, honestly.
Ah, fair enough. Yeah, no, I wish I could have more Asian food, but they love to dump either peanut oil or sesame oil over everything. Same thing happened for me and the Mexicans. Like they started for some reason the FDA said, you know what, we're trying to kick out all the Mexicans. It's not working, so we're gonna kick out all the Mexican food for people with peanut allergies. We're gonna make sure that cumin, we're not gonna separate it all from nuts. I don't even know why they're processed close to each other. You got on one side you got a spice, on the other side you got a legume. I mean, one's coming from the ground, one is still coming from the ground, but not the same ground, and now I can't have Mexican food, and that makes me sad, because I used to like it, like me a good enchilada or fish taco, and, you know, the cumin kind of ruined that for me. But not to get down, do you have a favorite Mexican dish?
So I'm sensing you have a peanut allergy?
I do, I sensed it, yeah, I've got my EpiPen in the other room.
Great. In case we need it. Um, I'm pretty boring. I just go with the general beef taco.
Hmm.
Some refried beans on the side.
Ooh, wait, what does that mean? Refried beans? Is it fried beans and then you fry the beans again, or?
Maybe. Yeah, probably. That's what it sounds like to me.
Okay, well, we'll have to get an expert at some point. So, let's see. What do we have here? Oh, that's interesting. So, what kind of stuff do you like to watch in your free time? Are you a big Netflix fan? Are you more on the side of YouTube, or are you, 80 years old still and watching TV? What do you usually go for?
Um, well, I mean, it depends on what I'm watching. I was never really a big Netflix fan until this summer, because there are so many shows that on these social medias that we were talking about earlier,
Yes.
that are like promoted on there, and everybody talks about them, how good they are. So we had a Netflix account, so I decided to log onto it and try and watch some of those highly recommended shows, and then I love The Bachelorette. Do you know what that is?
I do know what The Bachelorette is.
That is my guilty pleasure. I love that show, so I guess I'm 80 years old in that sense.
Hmm.
Um,
Well,
but yeah,
as long as you're not actually watching it on TV, I think you're fine.
that is where I watch it. It's on TV.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll see you in a nursery home, or I don't know,
Okay, I'll see you there.
or at grave, or I don't know, wherever 80-year-old people are nowadays. But yeah. So what do you like about The Bachelorette? Is it strictly just the romantic stuff, or do you like the competition part? You're like, ooh, Brad's really going for it here. He's shutting the door. He's really stamping his ticket on her.
Kind of the drama of it, not the romance. That's kind of gushy, It's not really my style, but the drama of it, I think, is rather entertaining.
Where does the drama of it come in? Is it like is it the girl not being able to make up her mind, or is it the host
I mean,
trying
sure,
to?
there's that, but there's also like the guys like arguing over her, right, and arguing with each other, and then vice versa on The Bachelor. It's the girls having these cat fights about this guy, which is terrible to enjoy, but I do.
Is does it feel manufactured at all, or is
Oh,
it?
it definitely is, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
Well, you never know. I mean, maybe they are just fighting over her for no reason.
perhaps. I think it's manufactured.
Okay. And is that the only? Would you call that reality TV?
I think they would, so sure.
Okay. Is that the only reality TV that you happen to watch, or is there any? I don't know. Is Keeping with the Kardashians relevant anymore? I don't think that is.
No, I've never seen not even one episode of that.
Good. Don't give her any money.
Okay. Take your word for it. No, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
What about you?
So, for me, I've always been a really big YouTube watcher. I never really got into Netflix. Something that I have obsessed is the wrong word for it. Something I've really gotten a hankering for in the past years. I actually have really gotten into anime, which has been cool because, frankly, I didn't know it existed before last year, but it seems like it was perfect for me, to be honest. Something I always loved when I was a kid was watching animated movies, and it seems like people are divided pretty much down the middle on like, do you like the animated movies or do you like the live action stuff? And for me, I never cared about the live action. I always hated it. I didn't feel like it gave enough possibilities. It was kind of boring. Like if I wanted live action, I could go talk to my family or whatever. That's some live action right there. But no, like with animated, you can get away with whatever you want. And from a really big Pixar fan, and well, I'm not gonna say Star Wars because that's live action, but yeah, a big Pixar fan who's seen most of the movies, and like it's, yeah, I've always really liked animated stuff, and well, watching anime's been fantastic because, what the hell was that?
I have no idea.
Was that Q*bert?
What?
God, that was, oh, I can't think of its name. What was that? That was like Pengu. Do you know what Pengu is?
Not a clue, no.
Oh my god, it's a British children's cartoon, and like it has a penguin on it, and the penguin just goes like no no. Just look up a picture. Look up a picture of Pengu. It doesn't sound anything like what just happened. You know, I hope the mic picked it up. That would be super awkward if I am just overreacting to nothing. You know, I'm gonna say, everyone at home, look up Pengu. If you're in the car, you know, it's worth it. Look up Pengu, because Pengu. Don't look it up in the car. I am not liable for your auto accidents. Don't call the insurance company on me. But no, oh, that's not spelled out. I thought it was. It's Pingu, and wow, it is from 1986. Okay, well, wow. Okay, well, shout out to you, Otmar Gutmann. You designed a really old cartoon. Okay. Oh. Anyways, what were you talking about?
I don't know.
Moving on. Okay. So, oh, that's right, anime. I didn't have anything more to say on that.
Okay.
Moving on, anyways. So, did you have a favorite childhood TV show or cartoon? Maybe Pengu?
No, I don't know what that is.
Okay. Well, poor Pengu.
Yeah, poor Pingu. Oh, I loved, it was called, like, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, that was a Cartoon Network show.
Yep, I loved that one.
What was it about exactly? I never actually watched it. I always just saw the commercials for it.
It was just imaginary. Okay, oh, it was like, I guess it was these kids who had grown up, so all their imaginary friends went to a foster's home, a foster's home, and they just lived there. I don't really know the plot, but
Okay.
it was just like these imaginary friends, essentially. Like there was like a chicken.
Sorry, Pengu interrupted.
What?
Pengu interrupted. I apologize for that.
Oh.
He's so disruptive. Oh, silly penguin. That's why your home is melting. Anyways. So, Foster's Home for childhood friends, or imaginary friends. You didn't have any imaginary friends, did you?
I didn't. No, not that I recall.
Yeah, that would be awkward. Yeah, for me, I was always much more of a SpongeBob fan, to be honest. I usually stuck to Nickelodeon. And surprisingly, Boomerang. If you remember Boomerang. It was like it had a bunch of retro cartoons. It had like the old Looney Tunes stuff. And I never actually watched that. I always just watched the Tom and Jerry. So I guess that's where I got my violent tendencies. But yeah, no, I was always a really big SpongeBob fan. And did you ever watch SpongeBob? It's a shame that went off the rails.
I did watch it, yeah. I watched probably pretty often. It was okay. I'm sure I enjoyed it then, but...
Okay. It's a bit of underselling the greatest cartoon ever, but...
it's a bit of a bold title for it, but
yeah.
whatever floats your boat.
Yeah. So, do you... Yeah. I don't know where I was taking that. Okay. So, what do you think is something that's super awkward that most people do day to day?
Awkward that
Or,
people.
I don't know, maybe pet peeves that people do day to day. Something along those lines.
Let's see. I mean, if you chew loudly, that's kind of annoying.
Yeah, gotta love those masticators. They are not fun.
Yeah, no, so, I don't know. What about you?
I don't really have anything, to be honest. I just ask people questions and don't really plan on what my answer's gonna be. Anyways, do you have anything you've ever wanted to ask me? Because now is the time.
I don't know. If there would have been something, I would have asked it in my introduction question. I really don't.
You know, that's a good point, Hallie.
Yeah.
It's a very good point. So, what did you enjoy most about this previous school year? Like, was there a class that you really liked, or I don't know, a friend you really like spending time with, or something like that?
I mean, I always adore Ms. Johnson, so her dual bio class was a lot of fun. Pretty difficult, but it was a lot of fun. College Con with Miss Curran was interesting as always, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah. No.
What about you? Did you have a class that really stood out?
Yeah. I took a lot of math this previous year. Is it kind of ridiculous how much math I took? I did linear algebra. I did calculus, obviously.
Oh, calc was fun. Yeah, I did like calculus.
Yeah. Didn't like that one guy who came from what do you call it, the elongated neck or the northern neck or whatever it was. He took a fancy in me, and that was awkward. But yeah, that was just one of.
That sounds just awful.
Yeah, that does sound awful, especially considering his age. But no, it wasn't like that. Especially if my parents are watching, it definitely wasn't like that. No. Okay. Hey, let me backtrack here. So, our math teacher got pregnant during the year, and
She did?
that happened. Yeah, and we had old Mr. Zimmerman come in, the curling aficionado. Did you like Mr. Zimmerman?
I did. I thought he was quite the character. Lots of interesting details about his life that we learned. Yeah, no, I thought he did a really good job for the situation he was thrown into.
Yeah, I thought he did a pretty good job as well. You know, Hallie, I'm running out of things to talk about. Do you have a favorite Shakespearean play you would like us to read from?
Absolutely not. That is something I cannot provide to you.
Okay. Well, would you like to read from a Shakespearean play?
Okay.
Okay, let's go for this. Here, let me look up a list of Shakespearean plays. This is a first for me. I'm gonna go for this. I one time did a sing along with Bailey. It was weird, but I feel like we got through it pretty well. Let's see. What is a Shakespearean play that I've not heard of before? Let's see. We've got The Tempest. We've got Macbeth. Everyone knows that one. We've got Richard II, the little known prequel to Richard III. That's a bit boring. Huh. Apparently there was a Henry IV Part 2. His life, I didn't know his life lasted long enough to have a Part 2. Okay.
Interesting.
There was a Henry V. There was a Henry VI. What was with Mr. William and his Henrys? Okay. Here. Let's see what we have.
Did you know that in Richmond, there's this building that the exterior looks like a milk bottle in their apartments?
You know, I didn't know that, Hallie. I don't get out much.
I didn't know that either until very recently.
That's very interesting. Okay. Here, how about this? Let's go for the Merchant of Venice. Here, do you want to pull up the Merchant of Venice, Hallie?
Okay, hold on. I got it. Hold on. I'm gonna need a second.
Yeah. Let me find a good one where I can point us to a random page.
Merchant of Venice.
Let's see, the Merchant of Venice. Ah, here we go. This is always interesting. A Google book preview. Those always are quite imaginative. Let's see here. Wish I could just find... oh, here we go. Project Gutenberg. I'll try that. I'm sure he's quite proud of his name being so eagerly borrowed by all these people. Okay, we got Project Gutenberg. Okay, here we go. No, that's not going to work. I need the page numbers. We have to do a random page here.
What is it called?
The Merchant of Venice. Not to be mistaken with the little-known West Virginia tale, The Merchant of Venison. A tale of beef jerky, venison jerky, and a lot of hillbillies.
Am I going to the... Oh, no. Am I going to the entire play?
No, we're just going to choose a random page. And I need to find a random page here.
No, like, what website are you on to, like...
Oh. You know, I'm still trying to figure that out, Hallie.
I found the entire play, but it doesn't have page numbers.
Okay, here, how about this? How about we just go to the start of Act 2?
Oh, okay. Let me find it.
Oh, God. Okay. This may get a bit anti-Semitic now that I'm... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. Tell me when you're at the start of Act 2.
Act 2, Scene 1.
Okay. So, here. We've got Lancelot Gobbo. Here. Who should be... do you want to be Lau, or do you want to be Lancelot Gobbo?
I think I'm on the wrong play.
Oh, God.
There's Morocco and Portia.
That does not sound like Gobbo. Oh, no.
Merchant of Venice. William Shakespeare.
Am I not on the Merchant? No, I'm on the Merchant of Venice. It's edited. Maybe they changed all the names. What name did you say? Morocco? That's a country. Okay, yeah, I see what... Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, Prince Morocco of... Not Morocco. Okay, so I'm at the top of Act 2, Scene 1, Venice A. Exterior of Shylock's house.
Okay, I'm at Scene 1, Act 2, Scene 1, Belmont, a room in Portia's house.
That is not the same... What the hell? Okay, who took artistic liberty with Shakespeare's works? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try a different one. Let's try,
I can come to the website. Just tell me what website you're on.
Okay, so I'm on www.gutenberg.org/files /12578.
Okay, no, I'm not doing this. You come to mine.
Okay, fine.
Just literally look up Merchant of Venice and go to Merchant of Venice entire play.
Okay.
William Shakespeare.
Okay. That was the one I was originally on. Ooh, MIT. What do they know about plays? Okay. Well, hopefully enough to make an interesting section. Okay, so we've got Morocco and Portia, a story of an exported car. That's interesting. Hopefully, Morocco doesn't have too many tariffs. They won't want to do business with them otherwise. Okay. So, do you want to be Morocco or do you want to be Portia? Either way, you probably win.
I'll do Portia.
Okay. So I guess I'll have to leave this off.
She seems to have less lines.
Okay. So this is a Venetian play, so I'm going to go for a French accent. Okay. Yes, I realize it's Italian. Okay, here we go. I'm not sure if I can do a French accent. Okay, here we go. Mistake me for my complexion. That was Spanish. The shadowed livery of the burndish sun, to whom I am a neighbor and near bred. Bring me the first creature northward bound, where Phoebus's fire scarce thaws the icicles, and let us make incision for your love, my lord. To prove whose blood is the reddest, his or mine, I tell thee, lady, this aspect of mine have feared the valiant. By my love, I swear, the best regarded virgins of our clime have loved it too, I tell you. Yes, I would not change this hue, except to steal your thoughts, my gentle queen. Try and live up to that.
Do I have to do an accent?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay, I'll just read it.
Okay, fair enough.
In terms of choice, I am not solely led by nice direction of a maiden's eyes. Besides, the lottery of my destiny bars me the right of voluntary choosing. But if my father had not scanted me and hedged me by his wit to yield myself, his wife, who wins me by that means I told you, yourself, renowned prince, then stood as fair as any corner I have looked on yet for my affection.
For my affection. Okay. Here, I got this. I want to do a German accent, but I don't know how to do a German accent, so I would probably offend people. Here, I'm just going to go for the Ryan accent. Even for that, I thank you. Therefore, I pray to you, my lord, lead me to the caskets to try my fortune by this scimitar that slew the Sophie and a Persian prince that won 3 fields of Sultan Sultiman. Who the heck is that? I would outstare the sternest eye that look, outbrave the heart most daring on the earth, pluck the young sucking cubs from the she-bear, yes, mock the lion when he roars for play, to win thee, lady, but alas, the while, because that's a sentence, if Hercules and Lycus play a dice, which is the better man, the greater... Okay, now I'm Yogi Bear. The greater throw may turn by fortune for the picnic basket from the weaker hand. So it is Alcides beaten by his page. How painful. And so may I, blind fortune needing me, miss that which one unworthier may attain, and die with grieving.
You must take your chance,
Yeah.
and either not attempt to choose all, or swear before you choose. If you choose wrong, never speak to lady afterward. In way of marriage, therefore be advised.
I really want to get that German accent. Maybe I can do... Here, I'm just going to try a British accent. I can't do a British accent, but I'm going to go for it. What was a British accent? I'm not going to do that, actually. I don't want to go old hop cheerio with you. Nor will not. Come, bring me unto my chance.
First, forward to the temple. After dinner, your hazard shall be made.
My hazard. Good fortune, then. To make me blessed or cursed among men. Okay, well, we finished that scene, and we are getting off of this page. Okay. And that was your, your 10-minute excursion into Shakespearean lore. And now you have been dissuaded from ever reading a Shakespearean play ever again. Okay. Well, that was a thing.
That was good, yeah.
Okay, so that was a thumbs up from you, Hallie?
Thumbs up from me.
Okay, that means I can torture someone else with it in the future, so I will add that to my arsenal. Okay, good. So I have a section in my outline that I try not to touch, but, it's kind of a touchy subject right now, so I'm going to get myself in trouble for describing it that way. So I have a section in here called Sexy Time. Should I skip that section, Hallie?
give me more details on what that entails.
Okay, so here, let me find something that's reasonable here. Okay, so one question I have here, and I probably shouldn't even go in this section to be honest, but it's why do girls wear more aggressive clothing when they're going to raves or performances? What's the deal?
More aggressive clothing. Can you define that?
Skimpy.
Okay.
Very skimpy.
I really don't know the answer to that. I guess it's self-appreciation in I really don't know. I couldn't tell you why that's the case. Just kind of a trend that seems to have caught on.
Here, I know someone that knows the answer.
Huh?
Pengu knew the answer. No, you think it's just a trend that's caught on?
I think it's a what?
You think it's a trend that's just caught on and it's body appreciation?
Sure.
Okay. So I actually did some research on this, and I think you might find it interesting, the history behind the aggressive clothing at the raves. So essentially where it seems to have come from was at EDM concerts in the, you know what EDM is, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Electronic dance music for all our people who are on their deathbeds listening to this podcast as their last rights and wishes for some reason. By the way, you might want to write that will. Is apparently in the 90s when EDM was at its height, or not really, when it was kind of at its nadir, that's kind of the whole point of this, they had a marketing scheme that was called, this requires some background. So back before they came up with this whole marketing scheme to get people to go out to raves, most people when they went to a rave, they were, for the most part, dressed up quite a bit. And they were wearing flannels or sweatshirts, or they were just pretty bulked up, and pretty much the opposite of how it is today. So that begs the question, why are they all naked today? So let me tell you, Hallie. So in the 90s, in mostly the Pacific Northwest area, there was a marketing scheme that went around to get people to come out to raves, and essentially what it was I forget how they branded it exactly. I think they called it like pajama parties or something. And essentially the idea was you went out to the raves in your pajamas. And that was... Yeah, that's right! They did that. Was that you, or was that someone else?
What?
The whole,
the music?
Yeah, the music. That
was my bad, yeah, sorry.
No, that wasn't your bad. That was an enhancement.
Oh, good.
Yeah, for all my Pengu interludes, that's the least I deserve. But no, okay. So, this is the worst podcast ever, the best podcast ever. I haven't been able to tell yet. But no, so they had the pajama parties, and people, essentially they took it too far, and they said, why wear pajamas when you cannot wear pajamas? So they decided we're not going to wear pajamas, and then, it got cold, and they're like, we're still not going to wear pajamas, and I don't know, the rest of the music scene was like, hey, you know what, we like not wearing clothes, let's join in, and that's cool. So that's kind of what they did, and that's why people don't wear clothes anymore when they go to raves. And
interesting. Okay, never knew that. I feel informed.
Yeah, okay, so here, let's see what else we have here that isn't going to get me arrested. No, just kidding. Okay. Do you let societal standards affect you at all?
No, I'm a pretty average-looking person, so they don't really directly affect me.
Yeah, that would seem the case. That was the wrong response there. Oops.
Me? That was the wrong response.
No, that was my wrong response.
No. I don't think I suffer from it.
Is there any specific societal standards that you hate the most, or are you just mostly ambivalent to them because they don't affect you?
Um, I mean, some of them are stupid, I'm sure, but I mean, there's a lot of pressure on some people to like maintain a certain weight or whatever. That's kind of dumb, I think, but once again, I don't really suffer from it as much as other people, so I shouldn't really have much of an opinion on it.
Yeah, fair enough. Do you think there was an underrated clothing item or one that you particularly hate that most people wear?
A clothing item. Well, I talked about those gladiator sandals.
Right, you did talk about them. Let me see these
kind of silly.
You've mentioned them twice now. I've got to see these gladiator sandals.
Let's see. Let me think.
Oh my goodness, that was not what I was expecting. Are they the what would I call those, the fishnet sandals, or
sure, yeah.
Yeah, the ones that go up to the hollow in your knee?
Yeah.
As if you're some kind of Amsterdamian streetwalker?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, those are terrible.
So I'm not a fan of those.
They look like someone was wearing boots and then got their legs stuck in the lawnmower.
Oh,
Oh my god.
So you agree?
Yeah, no, I agree. Those are quite overpriced and not really worth the amount of leather you're getting on them.
What else do I not like? I don't really like.
They look good for raves, though.
They what?
They look like right for raves.
Yeah, for raves, I'm sure they'd be perfect. No, I mean, I think everything else I'm okay with. I don't wear everything, but
Yeah, that's a fair choice. Sticking with the shirts and jeans. That's
yeah. I mean, it's pretty safe. I hopefully won't look back on it and be like, "Wow, what was I doing?"
wow, jeans. Oh
yeah,
my goodness.
geez, it was really wild back then. Yeah.
How do you feel about the pre-ripped jeans?
There's a limit. There's a limit. I will admit I own a pair. They're not super ripped though. They have two probably inch long rips in them, and so I think they look good. I think they look edgy. It's a look. It's definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely there.
It's definitely there.
Usually a good rule of thumb is if you have more skin showing than jeans, you probably...
Yeah, it's a no-go.
You took it a little too far, buddy.
Mm-hmm. No, I can agree with that, but I don't dislike them. I think they look alright.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So, okay, this is an interesting question. So, obviously you're not going to have any direct experience with this since all shirts and jeans, but what did you think about dress codes in school? Did you think they were reasonable, or did you think they were unreasonable? Did you know anyone that thought they were unreasonable?
Well, I thought they were pretty loosely enforced at Clover Hill.
I would agree. Emphasis on loose.
So, I thought that was a plus. I mean, I think, I don't know, everybody has their own limits, but I think as long as you're being decent to the average person's standards, I think you should be able to wear it,
Well, you know what's coming next.
I would, in the summer maybe I'd wear shorts that were technically too short, right?
Well, you have long arms, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, they were technically too short, but I didn't think I was distracting anyone, so... And no one came after me for it, so it was good.
I'm just picturing, like, the Swedish chef from the Muppets chasing you around. Put back on the jeans!
What?
I don't know, but my mind's in a weird place today. I didn't get any sleep last night.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
No, I didn't want to. Which is another weird story, but I'm going to ignore that because I want to know what the average person thinks is decent.
Am I an average person?
I don't know, but I don't know. Are you average, Hallie?
I think so. Okay, what do I think is decent? I mean, I don't want to see more of you than. Sorry, I'm playing Tetris simultaneously.
Are you kidding?
I'm lost.
You're playing Tetris.
Um,
Don't worry, I'm watching baseball. That was why I got distracted earlier. I got distracted by baseball, of all things, okay? I think you're allowed to get distracted by Tetris.
Okay, let's see. The question was, okay, what do I think is
Oh my
decent?
gosh. This is so much of a microcosm for our generation. We're recording a podcast right now. I'm watching a game of baseball. You're playing a video game.
Okay, I think, I don't want to see, I don't want to see your ribs. I don't really want to see your belly button. I don't want to see your butt.
Your ribs. How? I'm trying to figure out how that happens.
How that happens? What do you mean? How it happens?
Your ribs are fairly high up there. Like I get the belly button. That's right above the what. But like, where? How are you getting up to the ribs? Are crop tops that short now?
Yes.
Because like I'm just thinking of. I'm not gonna go there. But anyways, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. My standards are different than everybody else's. I'm sure, or not everybody, but a lot of other people. So, I think you can use your own discretion. I think most people, and especially most parents, know what is appropriate and what is not. And I think it's good that Clover Hill was especially so lenient with dress codes because, they can be a controversial topic, and a lot of people can get quite enraged about what they can and cannot wear, and how their rights are being...
I have a right to this crop top.
Really, though, people do.
Yeah, I know. And I know one of the biggest things with that is people thinking that, like, because they have a different body type, that doesn't mean that they can't wear the same things that other people can't wear. Where do you usually fall in that argument where, someone's like, hey, just because this skinny girl can wear, I don't know, these booty shorts or something, what, I can't just because I got a little more junk in the trunk, honey?
Well, once again, I'm on the wrong side of that argument. So, I mean, I think, okay, if I think me and some larger girl were wearing the same thing, I think that she would have just as much of a right to wear it as I do.
Yeah, you think so, honey?
Answers her question. What?
You think so, honey?
I mean, I don't really know how to answer that question, but...
Yeah, fair enough. It is a weird thing. Yeah. Obviously, I'm not going to try and apply my even farther from the... I don't know. Let's just say I don't have a stake. I don't have a dog in this fight. Let's just say that.
Okay, you don't have a dog in this...
Yeah. Anyways,
Sure.
Speaking of dogs, have you ever had a pet?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you have a pet now?
I do.
Okay. Is it a dog?
I have a dog, yeah.
Yeah, ding, ding, ding. Okay, what kind of dog do you have?
A German Shepherd.
Okay, German. Very nice. It can do a better accent than me. What are German Shepherds like? I don't know dogs.
They're big. Mine's pretty friendly. I don't know. They're nice. I like them.
Okay. I had a dog for 3 days one time, and
Oh no.
it was an interesting. Yeah. No story ever ends well when it starts with I had a dog for 3 days. So, yeah, it's better than my goldfish story. Actually, have I told you the goldfish story? It's way worse.
I doubt it.
Okay, so before I had a dog for 3 days, I had a pet goldfish, and it was called Pangu. No, it wasn't called Pangu. I don't know what it was called. It was a goldfish. It had its standard goldfish bowl, and I don't know how long I had it before this happened, but you know how people usually flush the goldfish down the toilet and whatnot, and that's a thing people usually do.
When
Not
they
for
die.
fun. Not,
Yeah.
yeah, when they die, not when it's alive. That would be cruel and unusual punishment. But yeah, people do that. So what I did instead is I put the goldfish bowl in the freezer.
You froze your goldfish to death.
I did. Made an excellent popsicle. No, didn't make an excellent popsicle. Just it's a bit traumatic and probably more so for the goldfish.
Are you okay? Have you recovered?
I don't think my pet habits have ever recovered, Hallie. The only thing I've had since then is a dog for 3 days, and that was not a pleasant experience, let's say the least. So, how that dog experience ended, it's actually very boring. It turned out that dog had cancer or something, and we had to bring it back.
Horrible.
Yeah, I hope that's true. My parents listen to this. They know if I'm lying or not. I think that's true. You don't want to lie about your dog having cancer.
No.
I think that was a thing, but
Okay.
maybe it was
It happens.
maybe it was its mom. I don't know. Either way, somewhere in that family tree, somebody had cancer. That dog, basically all it did was throw up on our carpet and poop on our carpet and basically just expel itself all over our house and lay more territory than a game of Splatoon. And yeah, it was unpleasant overall. And yeah, gave the dog back. Maybe cancer? I don't really remember, to be honest. This was many years ago, many more dog years ago. And yeah, that's my dog story.
What an endearing story.
Yes, poor Lola.
Poor thing.
Yeah. Well, what's your dog's name, Hallie?
Levi.
Levi. Okay, like the jeans.
Yeah, like the jeans.
Okay,
Yep.
I see where your mind was at. So, okay. What do you like to do with your dog? Do you like to play fetch with your dog? Do you like to roughhouse with your dog? Do you like to, I don't know, sleep with your dog? That's something people do.
Well, he's getting pretty old, so not really any of that. I just kind of let him lay.
Okay.
Give him company sometimes.
You let him lay to die. Oh man. Hallie,
He's just old.
Hallie, he's gonna lay for a while. You gotta make the most of these times.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. Are you,
No, I mean, yeah.
are you planning on bringing it to college or?
No, but I will bring my cats. I like cats better than dogs.
Oh, you have cats too.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so that's interesting. Usually, people don't have dogs and cats. So, yeah, you're prime for the age-old question of dogs versus cats, then.
Yep, I'm a cat fan.
Okay. What do you like about cats better than dogs, Hallie?
They don't require as much maintenance. Well, I mean, I've only ever had big dogs, so, like, you know, I don't want to lay down with my huge German Shepherd, but, like, my cat, it can snuggle up with me, and it's not a big inconvenience to me. Just nice companion to have. They're soft, and I like them, yeah.
Their tails always freaked me out. I had a friend one time, and I was sleeping over at his house. That's a long story, but the cat. Every time I would try and go to sleep, the cat would climb all over me, and I would always find some way to touch its tail. I don't know how, but I always found it pretty creepy, to be honest. And,
The tail.
Yeah. Are you a fan of cattails?
Yes, my cat I have now, my new cat, he's kind of new. He's like a year old. Oh, he has the fluffiest tail. It's amazing.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, just trust me on this one.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So, what kind of cats do you have?
I think they're like tabbies. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
Cat breeds are less renowned as dog breeds.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, quite.
Cats are really known for their breeds. They're just kind of cats.
Yes, quite a bit less inbreeding in the cat family.
Yeah.
At least they don't have vampire cats, though. There was actually a disease they used to go around in the... well, I don't know when it went around, but it was a genetic disorder that essentially made you a vampire. It was called it was called porphyria, and it's pretty horrific, actually. Basically, whenever you went out in the sun, your skin would scab up, and it's actually an autoimmune disorder. I think it caused you to die early. It's a pretty terrible disease, actually, but
Sounds like it.
you know, you gotta knock those royal families down a peg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we are the 1%, or 99%, whatever. Okay. Okay, moving on to icebreaker questions. So this is a callback to some of the earliest episodes of this podcast when I did not plan out ahead of time what questions I was going to ask people. Hint, hint. So, okay. So, I'm going to go down a couple of these and see how they go. Because usually, you know pretty quickly how it's going to go. So,
All right.
here. Okay, so here's the first icebreaker question. That was the worst drum solo ever. Okay. So, what is your favorite movie?
Oh, I don't like movies, but
Hey, me too!
I
Yay!
hate movies. But when I was younger, I loved the movie Coraline. So I'll have to say that.
Really? Cool.
Really?
Huh.
Have you seen it?
I had brothers who had nightmares about that movie.
Okay.
Huh.
Well, guess that gives you a hint into how.
I never saw that movie.
It's a good one. You should watch it sometime.
Alright. Okay, so that begs the obvious follow-up question. Are you a fan of horror movies?
Yes. If I'm gonna watch a movie, it's gonna be a horror movie.
Really? Do you like getting scared, or is it the thrill aspect, or the adrenaline rush, or...
I guess a combination of them all. Like, you know, haunted houses. Oh, I went to the best haunted house a couple of years ago. It was amazing.
Yeah,
It's such good.
creepy clowns and all?
Creepy clowns and all.
Huh. Where was this haunted house?
I don't really remember. I'm not very good with directions either. So, I don't know.
Hey, me too. Yay for ineptitude.
Yay.
Yeah, no, I'm horrible with directions. Okay. I'm really not a fan. I'm really not a fan of horror movies, to be honest. So I don't have
Oh, really?
much of anywhere to
think
take.
They're fun. You know? You should try and give them a try again. Have you ever been to a nice haunted house?
I spent 5 minutes in a haunted house once, and
Getting chased? I didn't like it when I was younger. No, have you tried it recently?
no, I haven't. I don't like getting scared, to be honest. Like a couple years ago, I stumbled upon a one of the Final Destination movies, if you know those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are pretty famous in the horror genre, I guess. And it was this one scene, and this is probably one of the worst scenes I could have watched. I really hate body horror. Okay, like I don't like horror in general. I really hate body horror.
Okay.
But like basically, this was a scene where like this. Oh God, I'm picturing it now. Oh Jesus Christ! I should not have closed my eyes. Especially you'll see mine in a second. But so it was a scene where this person was strapped down to like a gurney, basically, and they had their eyelids pried open.
Interesting.
And someone shot a laser into their eye, and it was like burning out their eye, and oh, it was terrible. And
Yeah.
oh, and of course I made the terrible decision of looking away, which is the worst thing you can do in horror. If you're gonna stumble upon something scary, you gotta watch the whole thing, or the image in your mind is gonna be way worse. And I did not do that, and now I've got creepy eye lady to haunt my nightmares. So, yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, Ryan.
Yeah, no, it was terrible. And
Have you recovered?
the worst part was it was a terrible movie as well. Like,
No.
I mean, if I'm gonna, you don't think Final Destination is a terrible movie?
I have never seen it. I don't like movies.
But you like horror movies.
I told you this is a recent revelation.
Oh, it has. Oh, okay.
Yes.
I thought it was like a teenage revelation.
No, very recent.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, moving on. Oh, this is good. So, what's the most memorable vacation you've ever taken?
Well, I've gone to both Hawaii and Paris, so those two definitely give each other a run for their money, but I would be doing myself wrong if I didn't say Paris.
Why would you be doing yourself wrong?
Because Paris is a different country.
I mean, Hawaii might as well be a different country. I've never liked the fact that we have states that don't touch America.
Oh, okay. Is that like a problem of yours?
Yeah, no, that's a bit of my pet peeves. Only be a bigger one if we had Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Change the flag and all. Poor old stripes and stars. I mean, how are you going to fit 51 stars on a flag? I'm going to have to get my math major just to figure that one out. So, what did you like about Paris?
Oh, it was very pretty, obviously. It was, I don't know, it's just a culture change. I have taken French forever, so it was nice to see it.
Are you a fan of the French accent?
Yes, quite.
Are you a fan of my French accent?
Your French accent was amazing.
Oh, great. I was about to say something in French, and I forgot what it was.
I almost thought you were French.
Oh, wow. Well, there we go. Apparently my last name is French, but I have absolutely no French blood in me. So I don't know where that happened. Yeah, just throwing that out there.
Yeah, good to know.
Yeah, je m'appelle. Okay.
Je m'appelle.
I don't know. Does that mean anything? I don't know. Oh well. Anyways, speaking of speaking languages that you don't know, what superpower would you like to have?
Invisibility. It's my go-to.
Your superpower would be having disabilities.
No.
What? You know, I've always wanted to be in a wheelchair. I don't know about you.
I said invisibility.
Oh, invisibility. I thought you said disability. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that makes a little more sense. Disability.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm Disability Man! I can become an amputee! Oh my gosh. Ooh, that one did not get through the screening. Okay. Invisibility. Okay, why invisibility and not disabilities?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a good reason. I just think it would be nice to be able to. When I was younger, I thought it would be cool to play hide and seek with invisibility powers.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, hide and seek. That's a good use of it.
Yeah, for sure.
I know someone that agrees with that.
Who? Oh.
Yep, Pangu.
Thank you.
I'll probably leave that off there. I think that's become enough of a recurring joke at this point. Usually with comedy, you have the rule of 3 and you have the rule of 10. The rule of 3 is basically if you do something 3 times, usually becomes pretty funny. But then you got to do it 10 times before it becomes funny again. So I don't really want to do it those 6 more times where it's not funny. That's a bit of a diminishing returns right there. It's a bit of comedy education right there for you.
Thank you. I feel informed.
Yeah, okay, good. So now you know about why people wear skimpy clothing at raves. You can tell all your friends when they're acting like hoes, and now you can you can tell people about the comedy rules of 3 and rules of 10.
I will do exactly that.
Okay. Here. So this is good. So what's your most prized possession?
What is
This is topical, considering you're heading off to college soon. You're probably bringing it.
I'm trying to think. I don't have very many special possessions, but I don't know. I don't know the answer to that one.
Okay, fair enough. I have a weird answer to compliment to your non-answer. So my most prized possession is probably one that I got a couple of years ago. And this is gonna be a bit silly, but it's a light fixture that I put over my light switches, and essentially Essentially, what it is, it's a one of those old timey arcade joysticks, and I use it
Mm-hmm.
to turn the lights on in my room. And
That
it has these two buttons next to it that do arcade sound effects. It's pretty fun.
that sounds like a blast. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, real blast right there.
Good. Good. Are you
Yep.
taking that to college with you?
Unfortunately, no, and I'm going to
Uh,
miss it. And now I'm sad. Okay.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, here's a good one.
My cat is with me right now. If you want to say hi to him
Oh,
while you're.
hello. I can feel your terrifying tail miles and miles away.
It's so fluffy.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Here, how about this? So, what would your perfect movie be? I know you don't like movies, but how could it be made perfect for you? They make it shorter?
Yeah, yeah. Any short movie is great.
Oh, that's it. Okay, that's a short movie then.
Yeah. I don't know. I really hate movies. Horror movies. I want it to be super scary, super short, have an interesting and riveting plot. You know.
Okay. Yeah. Here's an interesting question that's more interesting than asking you about something you hate. So, if you had a... oh, where'd it go? Not the Simpsons question. That's not relevant anymore. So, if you had an itch on your butt, inside your ear, and up your nose at the same time, which would you scratch if you could only pick one? Yep, that's a question. Really scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
Nose.
The inside of the nose?
Yep.
Okay.
It's closest.
Yeah, I could probably go for that as well. Actually, I don't know. I've had zits in my ears. That is not comfortable.
Is a nose itch comfortable, Ryan?
I don't know. I don't really get itches inside my nose. The itches on the outside of your nose are terrible, though. But, you don't really get itches inside your nose. Sometimes, you feel like, oh, there's something in there. Let me go to the bathroom to go handle that business. But, no, like, you don't really get itches inside your nose, I don't think. I mean, unless you have, like, a bug crawling in your nose. But you got bigger issues if that's the case.
Okay.
Okay, here's a more off the beaten path question, or should I say off the beaten broomstick. Are you a good witch or a bad witch? Yeah.
Good. I'm good witch.
Okay, I'll be the bad witch. And we can star in, I don't know, like a romantic comedy about how the good witch and the bad witch learn to resolve their witchy differences and learned how to put bugles on their fingers and, I don't know,
Okay.
be invisible.
I'd participate.
Yeah, that would be a adequate movie as long as it has enough horror elements.
That's long. Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
it's short enough.
I don't know why I keep coming back to the movie thing. I hate movies too. Oh my goodness. Do you drink coffee at all?
I've tried to start,
You tried to start, or you?
I've tried to start yet.
Wait, why are you trying to start?
Because when I get to college, I'll have to stay up and do homework and such. So I'm gonna need to stay awake. I'm gonna need caffeine, and I don't like tea either. So
Yeah, but
coffee.
coffee's not good for you.
Depends on who you ask, right?
No. It depends if you ask the addict or the other person.
Oh, Ryan, there have been so many research studies that have given contradicting results.
You mean the one where you dose the ants on caffeine and they run around in a circle until they die? That one?
Well, we're not ants.
No, but we are people, and people are ants sometimes.
I mean, sure. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, in a metaphorical sense. But no, like the problem I have with coffee, and I'm big against coffee. I'm a big no coffee, no peace guy. Or I don't know whatever it was that Woodrow Wilson said in World War One. Wasn't even him, but whatever. I think he said like no war, no peace, which doesn't make sense. But anyways, getting away from historical slogans. So coffee, my problem with it is it doesn't do its job effectively. So what all coffee does is it creates an addiction. So what is an addiction, you ask? Well, thank you for asking, Ryan. So essentially what an addiction is it's something, anything, that fills a neurological need in your brain, and it fills that need. Fills it very well the first time. So when you take coffee, you are super energetic the first time, and you are more energetic than you've ever been in your life. And when you come off the coffee, what happens? Well, it's an addiction, so you're worse off than you started. You're more tired than you started. So what do you do about that? Either you go to sleep, which is against what you're wanting to do, or you drink more coffee, and then you come off the coffee, and you're more tired, and you drink more coffee, and you get more tired, and eventually you end up with a mug the size of Mr. Henry's, and then you're doing night school, and you're like, what am I doing with my life? And yeah, so, I mean, it's a bit of a self-perpetuating cycle for me, and I mean, the way I see it, you're better off at where you started than where you end up if you drink a bunch of coffee. And sure, if you really need it that first time, you can do it, but I mean, then you're screwing yourself over for a week at least, just coming down from the addiction. So, is it really worth it, or should you just slug it out and, I don't know, put on some music, which there have been studies that show that, and I'm just making this up, that show that a nice jammin' EDM tune is just as effective at getting your blood boiling as coffee is for getting your heart to explode. So, yeah. Also, I hear EpiPens are pretty good for getting that adrenaline rushing. So, I'll take their word for it. But yeah, that's my coffee soapbox.
Yeah. Okay. I respect your opinion. I don't think you're wrong by any means, but in a dire situation where productivity needs to be increased at a almost immediate pace, that's sometimes what it results in. And I think that's what I'm going to come to in college. And
Here, actually, you know what? This is what you should tell your roommate. So you should get a placebo coffee. Now, Hallie, do you know what a placebo is?
I do.
Good. You took biology. So, essentially, what you should do is you should have your roommate buy some, I don't know, coffee flavoring or something, and put it in some water. And she doesn't tell you it's not coffee. And you drink the coffee-flavored water, and you're... actually, now I'm realizing that doesn't work. Because you... So, okay, now I'm wondering, do you still get a withdrawal symptom from a placebo? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think you would still get the withdrawal symptom. You know, this might not work out as well as I thought it was. I was going to say you have...
okay, so do you not think that caffeine has legitimate effects?
No, it does, but placebos also have legitimate effects. That's the problem.
I guess.
Well, I mean, they do. Have you ever read about some of the psychosomatic illnesses that have cropped up where there's a really famous one from Tennessee school system where essentially what happened was a teacher thought she smelled something in the air that was funny, and it wasn't Jimmy in the back tooting his horn or whatever they call it these days. But no, like she thought she smelled some noxious gas. So she said to the kids, "The air smells funny, I think I'm getting sick." And one of the kids the next day is out of school because he felt like the air smelled funny and he felt sick. And because someone saw him go home, they're like, "Ooh, the air must smell funny." And another kid goes down, and eventually the teacher becomes convinced and she goes down as well. And after a little while, something like half of the school is not coming to school anymore because they all feel sick and they're convinced there's something in the air. And it turns out after the investigators come in, there's nothing in the air at all. And it was all just a placebo. But everyone still felt sick. And when they go to the doctor, they do have symptoms. But there was nothing in the air. So, how did they become sick, you ask? Well, it was all in their head. And that's the problem with placebos, is that your brain has control over far too much of your body, frankly. And when your brain gets confused, it can manufacture things because we don't have any free will, and that happens. And your brain just assumes that something is supposed to happen, so it makes it happen so you don't get confused, and yeah, then you end up sick from a fake illness.
Okay.
Yeah, so placebo coffee. But if you want to gamble with the placebo withdrawal, that might be something you should try.
I'll let you know.
Let me look up, can you get withdrawal from placebo? So I'm really 50-50 on that. Can you get withdrawal? No, not can you get pregnant. I know you can do that. Not me, but someone else. From a placebo. Not weed. I'm not gonna get withdrawal from weed, come on. Let's see. That's funny. Oh, okay, so you can't get withdrawal from a placebo. Apparently, by definition. Quote, placebos cannot cause physical dependence, and thus they cannot cause withdrawal symptoms. However, nocebo effects can potentially mimic some of the common drug withdrawal symptoms, so it is feasible that someone who only ever uses placebos can have some of the same symptoms as persons who are withdrawing from an active medication. While this can cause confusion, or perhaps even misdiagnosis in rare cases, it does not mean a placebo drug causes a withdrawal symptom. So, in conclusion, get some placebo coffee. So, I would actually highly recommend you try that out.
Okay.
Yeah. And worst comes to worst, they can lie to you and say it was accidentally a decaf or something. I don't know. Okay. So, that was a thing. So, what would you do if the sky was falling?
I realize there's probably not much I can do.
So you wouldn't do anything? You'd just sit down, wait for the clutches of death to grasp your throat?
Sure.
Okay, fair enough. That's
What
better.
would you do, man?
What would I do? That's a good question.
Try to create some elaborate
In 10 seconds?
that could. Huh?
In 10 seconds, the sky's falling.
You didn't say how quick it's fallen?
All bets are off at this point. This isn't some Majora's Mask thing where the moon's falling over the course of 3 days. This is like some Apocalypse Now crap where like, it is coming down. You got all the comets. You got your Chicken Run going on, and not Chicken Run. That's Chicken Little. That was a different poultry movie. No, like just world's about to end. I mean, what would I do? What would I do? Let's see. Honestly, I would probably... That is a good question. So I don't think I would be one of those people to go out and do one of those crazy things and be like, oh, look at me, I'm running around the neighborhood naked because the world's about to end or whatnot. Something I was thinking I would do was I would just go run downstairs and eat a cake or something, but that sounds incredibly anticlimactic, so probably not that. You know, I'll take your perspective, Hallie, where I just sit down, I do nothing, I look out the window, I don't know, maybe Instagram Live it or something.
Yeah.
Actually got a social media profile, and yeah, okay. That's interesting. Okay. Let's see. Okay, here's a good one. So, that's not a good one. Okay, this is a standard one. So, you're stuck on a deserted island with only 3 things. What would the 3 things be? And one of them can't be duct tape. It's not going to be duct tape.
I'd probably take my phone so I could call somebody.
Yeah, go call. Even if you're even if you're on an island and there's no wireless connection or cellular connection, that could be a problem.
I'd probably take a
A cell tower.
Yeah, so
I'm using that phone.
yeah, maybe like a, what are those? Like a fire blazer that I could shoot into the air to draw attention.
A fire blazer. That sounds like a drug reference.
What are they called?
Hand me some of those fire blazers, Jim.
Or some fireworks, maybe.
You mean a flare?
Flare gun. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure. I'll bring that.
Okay. That'll probably work. Let's see. Okay. So, if you could win a Olympic medal in any sport, what would you want it to be?
Winter or summer?
Either one.
Well, I think the gymnasts are very impressive, but I do not do gymnastics. I do ski, so maybe the ski jump?
Have you ever done a ski jump?
No, I would never, but that's the closest thing. Or maybe sprinting. I could sprint. No long distance running. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be a fan of that either. Yeah, I'd probably go for the skiing as well. Not the ski jump, because I'm terrified of heights, but yeah, probably alpine skiing, as long as I knew I was going to win the gold medal and not shred my knees.
Yeah.
Alpine skiing is one of the fastest sports, and I mean, aside from like bobsled or something, but bobsled hurts. But like even if you do well, you're getting like 6 G's of force going down on your head. That sucks. But skiing would be fun.
Yeah.
Incredibly scary.
Sure.
What's the hardest ski course you've ever done?
I'm sure I've done a black dive at some point. I mean, I've skied forever.
Okay. Did you just go to the ones in Virginia, or have you gone on vacation to like any big ski resorts?
No, mostly the ones in Virginia. Nothing too extreme.
Okay, gotcha. What are the ones in Virginia? I don't actually know what those are.
I don't know the names of them. I'm terrible with directions and names, but there's like snowshoe, Sudden Springs is another one. That's all I can think of.
A real skiing aficionado here.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so do you use any calendar software, or do you just remember things in your head?
I've put my college schedule into Google Calendars, but it's the first time I've ever done anything like that. So I mainly just rely on my memory.
Oh, okay. How's Google Calendar working out so far?
Oh, it's great so far.
Okay, that's good. Good. Any reason you went for a Google Calendar and not the Apple Calendar on your phone?
It's linked to my Virginia Tech account, so that would be easy.
Yeah, no, that does make it easier. Do you follow any sports at all, or play any sports?
I played volleyball 2 years ago.
Right, volleyball. Okay.
Yeah, I did play that for 2 years, and then I like watch football when it's on, but I don't know many stats about it and stuff like that. That's about it, yeah.
Okay, sure. What did you like about volleyball?
Honestly, I didn't really like it, so that's kind of why I stopped.
Oh, I'm sorry for asking.
No, I mean, it wasn't bad. It was good. It was good while it lasted. The coaches were a little intense. But, I mean, it was good while it lasted.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. what would be the perfect sport for you? Like in terms of if you could make up a sport, what would the perfect sport for you look like?
Um, I have pretty good balance, so it would probably require some balance. Um, let's see. I'm pretty flexible, so maybe some flexibility in there somewhere. I've got a lot of leg strength and not a lot of arm strength, but so something that requires leg strength and no arm strength.
Okay. Hmm.
Um,
I guess we got flexibility, we've got leg strength, we've got balance. Hmm.
yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Hmm.
coordination, maybe I've kind of, I don't know, depends on the situation.
Okay. So, have you ever tried soccer?
No, no, I've never tried soccer.
Hmm. Okay.
I don't think I'd be good at soccer, but perhaps.
Hmm. Okay. Well, that's the only one I can think of that mainly requires leg strength aside from gymnastics, but I don't know. You don't exactly strike me as a gymnast.
No, I'm a little big for that.
Yeah, you don't exactly see tall gymnasts.
No.
That would be quite graceful. Not that tall people can't be graceful, but usually it's the sub 5 feet tall person. That
I would
goes
say so.
that goes for
I,
guys as well.
huh?
That goes for guys as well.
Yeah.
Hmm. Is that just because of the lowered center of gravity, or is there something more to that?
I would guess the center of gravity, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah, uh, I would imagine it's just that as well. It's just trying to avoid the long limbs, but I also have to imagine it's rough on the back and the knees and stuff when it's just more weight to carry.
Mhm.
Hmm. Do you think smartphones have been good for society?
Um, in some ways, no.
Okay. Well, do you think the positives outweigh the negatives?
Um, yeah,
Okay.
I'll say yes.
Gotcha.
I'll be a millennial and say yeah.
So how would you convince someone who's older that the positives outweigh the negatives? So your grandma walks up to you and she's like, "Oh, these damn kids and their smartphones, always running into poles in the streets and causing traffic accidents and not talking to their friends when they're in person. How dare they?"
I would say, Grandma, listen. Technology opens up so many opportunities for advancements in, um, like in the medical field and the obviously technology field, and it does increase the ease of finding information. So, although it has those negatives, I think that the new possibilities make up for it.
Okay, fair enough. Here, at this point, I think I'm gonna ask you a question from one of my favorite anime, and it's a philosophical question, obviously, but it's it's a difficult one to answer, so this should be interesting. So this comes from one of my favorite anime, Death Note, and right there, that probably gives you an idea of where I'm going with this. But here, I'm gonna ignore my header here. It has, "Do you believe the ends justify the means?" That's a terrible way of phrasing a very interesting question. So essentially, the premise behind Death Note is a boy is given a notebook where he can write anyone's name in it, and a minute after he writes their name in it, they die of a heart attack. So, how this boy chooses to use the Death Note is he decides he's going to rid the world of all of its evils and kill any criminal that he sees, and he's just basically he's going to be the god of the world, and he's going to make it a better place, and from that comes well, the quintessential line from the show, "I am justice!" Not said like that at all. It's said in a much cooler way, but, you know.
Okay.
So that raises the philosophical question. If you were given the Death Note, would you try and rid the world of its evils if no one ever found out it was you? If you knew that the people were criminals and all that stuff. Not like, oh, maybe he's a criminal, I don't know. Maybe the courts were wrong.
No.
Why not?
I don't really know. I think that if that happened, it would just birth new criminals, and it would just have a new generation of criminals, and I don't think it would fix any long-term problem. And I don't support criminals, obviously, but...
Yeah, you're on the side of the criminals here. You just don't want them to die.
But, I don't know. I'm not solid on my answer, but that's what I've got for you.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much what my answer would be as well. Like, people become criminals out of their circumstances and out of the situations of the world. They don't become criminals because they were born to be a criminal or anything. And yeah, that's just how it goes. If you get rid of one criminal, another criminal sprouts up from him, and I mean, it doesn't solve anything to kill him off. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of that. But that does raise the interesting question then. How do you feel about the death penalty? Because that's obviously not the same thing.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with it. I mean, in certain circumstances, obviously, it's too extreme to be the answer, but, I mean, in other circumstances, I don't know, life versus the death penalty, I don't know, depending on what side you take, it's kind of a... I don't know. I think it matters what the, convicted criminal wants themselves on top of what they deserve. I mean, I don't personally see much of a difference between life in prison or death. I mean, there's a huge difference between it, obviously.
You might as well be killing him at this point.
But in essence, if you're going to spend your whole life in a prison, it's not going to be the life you want to live. And that's almost guaranteed. So, I think in certain circumstances it's appropriate.
Well, now I'll put you under the gun. So, sorry for that unfortunate, that was rough. Okay. Anyways, yeah, no, I'm not even going to put you under the gun anymore. That was such an unfortunate metaphor. Okay. So, if you could... Well, now I know where you're going to go for this. I was going to say, if you could live forever, would you? But you're going to say yes, just like everyone else. Well, you're going to say no, because you value death, just like everyone else. Okay.
Okay, so I guess I don't have to answer it.
Well, I mean, were you going to answer differently?
Yeah, well, if I'm not given the freedom of thought, I just don't get to answer.
Okay, well, feel free to take it away. Would you...
Whatever, Ryan. Okay,
well, I guess we can move on then. I guess we'll only know what I think your answer was then.
Only know, yep.
Okay, then. So, yeah. Anyways, how do you think the brain works?
Oh my gosh.
That's what you get instead of answering the question.
I'm sure there's tons of neuroscientists out there that would love to answer that question.
Yeah, they're...
And I'm not one.
Sharpening the knives, getting ready to take you down. And they're waiting.
What?
Those knives aren't getting any duller, Hallie.
I'm confused.
Sorry, it is an extended metaphor.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, the knives that they were sharpening to, I don't know, eat your brains. Because they're neuroscientists. That's their favorite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, well. We're going to move on from that question. That did not go well at all. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, this is interesting. What do you think about pheromones? Do you believe in pheromones?
In what?
In pheromones, like the things that people supposedly give off that tell someone if they're gonna like them or not.
Do I believe in them? I guess it could. I guess it could be a thing. I don't know. I mean, I've had wrong and first impressions of people before.
Do you would you like it if that was a thing? Like basically on one side it's your body alerts you to someone that is gonna work out for you in the future. On the other side, your body's controlling what you think of someone initially.
No, it takes the excitement out of things, When you first meet someone, it's kind of interesting to... I mean, even if it ends up badly, it's still... I don't know, I wouldn't only want to, interact with people that I'm gonna love.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be simple, it would be easy, you'd make things peaceful, but...
Would it make it peaceful, though? I mean, it seems...
If you got along with everyone you talk to, I'd say so, yep.
Well, yeah, but I don't know that everyone you love is necessarily people that you get along with.
Oh, are we saying we love them? Oh,
well,
yeah,
I thought that was what you said.
No, like, get along with...
Yeah, lots of likes.
Yeah.
What I'm hearing there is love.
Aren't you just contradicting what you just said?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, well, anyways. Okay, so if you were president for a day or two, because Congress sucks, what would be the one thing you would do? Like, the one thing. You can't go in there and do 100 things. The
one thing as president?
Yeah, just one.
I don't know. I haven't thought about it before. I don't think I'd be cut out for the job, but...
Well, it's just for a day.
I'd probably use it to try and help the poverty.
How would you help the poverty?
I haven't thought that far, but...
Would you give them a couple food stamps?
Give them a couple food stamps.
Send them an envelope?
Yeah, I'd send out a lot of food stamps.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that how food stamps work? You just get an envelope that has a bunch of stamps on it? No, probably not. That doesn't sound very efficient.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Well, we're gonna skip that one. Okay. So, what are the 3 words that describe you best?
I try to be creative, so I can say creative. Determined. I try and be determined. I don't really know determined to do what, but if I find something to be determined about, I guess I'm determined.
We can count on that.
And calm. I try and be pretty calm in situations and in life.
Okay.
What about you, Ryan? What are 3 words that you think would describe me? You know me pretty well. We're pretty close, you know? Yeah, be careful with this answer.
No, it's not that. I'm terrible at describing people.
Alright, I've got all the time in the world.
Yeah, okay. So, oh jeez. Let me pull out a thesaurus. Okay. Let's see. I gotta choose some words you don't know here.
I got my computer right here.
Oh boy. Okay. Crazy. Nope. That is something else. I looked up crazy and I got the Crazy Rich Asians movie. I don't know what that is, but Hollywood's really hit a dumpster fire there. Okay. Crazy words to describe people. Describe someone. Let's see what we got here. Nope, that's synonyms for crazy.
I mean, I guess whatever applies.
Yeah. Okay, here we got 59 positive adjectives. Guess we'll stick with those. Oh, I know all of these. Here, that's a nice one. Let's go for helping. Yeah, you're a helping person.
Thank you, yeah. Appreciate that.
Yeah, you're a straightforward person.
Alright, yeah, I would agree.
Okay. Let's see. You're a what else are you? You are a you're organized? Question mark.
Hi, Mom. Hi.
Hello.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, wait, what was the last one?
Let's go for proactive.
Proactive.
Because once you saw your mom come in there, you said hi. That's proactive.
Alright.
Okay.
I will take it.
Yeah, better than being prophylactive. Okay.
For sure.
I'm not even sure what that means. Okay. Let's see. So I never got around to asking you, what would you... Well, actually, yeah, we did get around to that. I was going to say, what would you use your invisibility powers for? Well, that's for hide and seek.
Hide and seek, yeah.
Yeah,
that's about
right.
it.
That's right. Okay. Okay. So if you had to do one chore for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I would one chore. Hold on just one second. My dad is in my room dancing.
Oh gosh.
Dad, will you go away, please?
You know, I thought this was going to be the first podcast I would do video form. I'm glad I decided against that.
Dad, leave my room. Dad, go away.
Here, I guess we can ask him. He's probably one of the people giving you chores.
Okay, yeah, Dad. Ryan's got a question for you. Come here.
Okay, so if you could do one chore for the rest of your life, what would it be?
One chore? Is that what he asked?
Yeah, one chore.
One chore for the rest of my life. One chore. One chore for the rest of my life.
Alright, Dad, there's a time limit on this.
Well, this seems like
We got the unloading the dishwasher, vacuuming, dusting,
gotta be like a house chore.
taking out the trash.
I'd probably mow grass.
Mow grass, okay.
That's a good one.
Okay, thank you for your contribution. Go away.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, that was... What has this podcast become? Oh my god. We've gone from quoting Shakespeare for 10 minutes to a surprise cameo from family members. We've had Oh my gosh, we've had Pengu interludes. We've had Tetris music.
It's been a good one for sure.
Yes. That's a word that comes to mind. Okay. Wow, I am really scraping the bottom of the barrel here. Okay, here. I'm gonna look up awkward questions.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I think we gotta take it there at this point. We're
not
not going for revealing questions. That's awkward. Too awkward. No, we're not going for dirty questions here. It's a family-friendly podcast. Sometimes. We'll gloss over the sexy time section. That I didn't end up taking that anywhere.
Yeah.
Probably that was a bit of a fork in the road. I could have taken it one direction, and I took the other direction. Okay. Oh, this is it. Okay, these are actually kind of good. I like this. So, okay. So, here. No, that's inappropriate. That's inappropriate. That's really inappropriate. That's awkward. I'm not going to ask you if you've ever farted in an elevator. We know the answer to that.
Okay.
I actually asked you this question. Did you have an imaginary friend when you grew up? Huh.
Yep. We went over that. I didn't.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you have any other guilty pleasures aside from the Bachelorette/Bachelor?
I mentioned earlier ice cream.
Oh, right, ice cream. Yeah, that's a common guilty pleasure.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I'm not unique in that one.
No. Oh, here we go. Do you sing in the shower?
Depends on the mood, you know, my mood. If I'm in a good mood, sure.
What,
I got a
what,
good song stuck in my head.
what do you usually sing if you're in the shower?
Oh, it depends. Sometimes, sometimes I make up songs, be real creative with it.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Okay, good.
What's usually your routine when you get in the shower? Because I'm a very routine person, and when I say lately, it's been like for the past 9 months. But when I'm in the shower now, I basically try and challenge myself to see how fast I can take a shower, and I do that because I used to be horrible about taking showers. I would take like 15, 20-minute showers just for no reason. I would get distracted. I'd be that stereotypical person who's standing in the shower with their hair and, I don't know, maybe has a caption in front of them that's like, shower thoughts, and just, not taking the shower at all, and just wasting water. But now I'm just a crazy person in there. I'm acting like it's American Psycho or something, and someone's going to yank down the curtain and be like, "You did it!" And, if the guy with the knife, and I think that's The Shining. I don't know. Maybe some Here's Johnny. I don't know, you're a horror fan. You probably should have gotten that reference, but whatever. But no, I always race through the shower now. I'm very routine about it, and I was curious, what's usually your routine in the shower? Are you kind of random about it? What direction are you usually facing?
Okay, well, I don't race through it. I sometimes bask in the shower. But, I take my showers at night, so...
Oh, you're one of the night showerers.
I'm one of the night showerers, for sure.
Huh.
So... Yeah, no, I normally take my time. I normally face away from the spigot.
So it's going on your back?
On my back, yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Gotcha. I'm the same way. But don't understand the front facing people.
No, it's a little. You can't really see, No,
no, exactly. Like you have to stand way too close to the spigot. I mean, usually it's going on your neck, right? Like you're not one of those people where like it's going down like your actual back, or hitting your back.
No, like upper back, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's got to be the neck. That's where your temperature control is.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad we're on the
We have
same.
more similarities than I ever knew.
Yeah, I'm glad we're on the same page about that.
Me too.
Okay. Do you ever take baths?
No, never. Don't like baths.
Yeah, baths are kind of weird. Yeah, no, I don't. I take showers in the morning because I don't know. Whenever I take showers at night, I feel weird going to sleep with wet hair. I get that you don't really have a choice because it takes hours for your hair to dry, but
Yeah, either I'm gonna have wet hair at school, or I'm gonna have wet hair for bed. So it's tit for tat,
Yep. Yeah, we all make decisions. And some of those decisions go better than others. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I know something you always like to do when junior year math was make jokes. Do you have any corny jokes off the top of your head that...
Wait, I didn't...
Oh,
Was I
yes.
in your math class junior year?
Yes, you were. You don't remember all your terrible jokes you would throw out there? I mean, great jokes that were fantastic.
No, I don't. Not at all.
No,
But
you. Aw.
I don't remember that at all. I think I told one. I probably told it in that class if I told a lot of jokes in the class. But my favorite one, it's my go-to. How does the man with no arms and legs cross the road?
I don't
Did
know.
I say this one?
No, but I'm remembering where Bailey took it.
Oh,
Here, I'll get to that in a second.
okay.
So why did the man with no arms and legs cross the road? Was he collecting his
No,
disability
how?
check?
It's how, not
how?
when, or how, or
I
whatever you
don't,
said.
I don't know. How did he? Yeah.
Um,
Was he driving?
take the F out of free and take the F out of way. And that's how he did it.
Rie?
Take the F out of way.
I don't get it.
Take the F out of free.
Yeah,
and
Rie.
and take the F out of way.
A.
Take the F out of way.
There's no F in way. Okay. I see I fell for that one. I accept responsibility for that. Wow, I really fell for that one.
That's my go-to.
I did not get that at all. And I remember you making that joke. You've made that joke before. I did not.
Yes, that's my go-to joke.
Wow. Okay. Talk about a sucker punch. Wow. Okay. That was something right there. Jeez. Effing way. Okay.
Yeah,
All
there's
right.
no effing way.
No, I prefer Bailey's rendition of the joke on why did Mr. Potato Head cross the road?
I don't know.
To get a divorce. You know, he told it a lot better. Oh my goodness.
I have a really good one. Oh, there was a really good one I had about. Oh, okay. What did? Oh, I forget how it's told. I'm gonna mess it up. What did Miss Potato Head say to Okay, what did Miss Potato Head say to Mr. Potato Head
I'm getting the divorce.
when he was trying to tell her what to do?
I'm getting a divorce.
No,
Oh man. No divorce for him.
not for him.
Okay. What did he say? You gotta be starching me.
You're a dictator.
Oh god, that's a Warren joke. I've seen her look at that joke. Ugh.
I've seen her look at it.
Yes, I have.
Look at it? How do you look at a joke?
You look at it online.
Ew.
Yes.
Well, my friend told me that one. I didn't look at that online.
Well, that's a shame. Okay.
Wow, for hearing all these jokes before, you seem to be really bad at guessing them.
Yes, I do, and that's coming from someone who's planning on doing stand-up in college.
Yeah. Good luck. You can use those. I'll give you permission.
Yeah. No, I actually pulled out my scratch pad now, and I figured I would do a couple jokes. See how that goes.
All right.
I mean, if there's ever a podcast where I'm going to do it, let's be honest, this would be the one.
This would be the one.
Yeah. Okay. So, for some reason, I'm deciding to do super raw ones that I have never tried out before. So, please excuse me if they do not go well. I'm purposely not choosing the raunchy material because, well, it's raunchy. And that's
Okay.
that's awkward. And as I said, this is a sometimes family-friendly podcast, occasionally.
Okay.
So, yep, trying to keep that explicit label gone. So, you want to know how cheap I am, Hallie?
Tell me how cheap you are, Ryan.
So I could not believe there was no Santa Claus when I was younger. And, I mean, that's reasonable. Oh, Ryan, you're a pretty smart guy. You look pretty logical. You're wearing glasses. Oh, you probably just thought of, the actual time scale going on. You're like, that doesn't make any sense. Santa Claus has to visit billions of kids in a night. That doesn't make any sense. But no, that wasn't why at all. I thought it'd be crazy for all these families to spend so much money on their stupid kids for it to be possible. So, guess I was wrong.
Oh, that was good one, Alex.
Yeah, and it's a true story. When I was 12, I still believed in Santa Claus because
that wasn't the start of your jokes.
What? That's a joke.
Wait, never mind.
But no, that actually is a true story. I couldn't believe that there wouldn't be a Santa Claus and people would waste so much money. I'm actually that cheap. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. Okay, so here, let's see. What's another one? Okay, so here's something. Everyone likes to think that we're terrible to nature, that we're ruining the rainforests and all that shebang-a-ling-a-ding-dong. So I would say that humans' job on this planet now, I don't mean to go in some creation sense here where the sky god has given us a gift in the earth, but in honor of your creation, young humans, I have made you an earth. So that would be what the sky god would say. That'd just be silly, right? But what I'm saying is, if you think of everything having a cycle, since the universe has its circles, then humans cannot be the endpoint of evolution, right? Right? That doesn't make much sense. Nothing can be. It's a circle, after all. Circles, they go in a circle. They don't go in a triangle, which still is an endpoint. Basically, they don't go in a line. They go in a circle, because everything has an endpoint, and it's a circle. So, what does the universe most want out of humans? Okay? It wants fire. Okay? That's what it wants out of humans. It wants us to burn through all of the world's resources. Now, why on earth would it want us to do that? Well, it's a cycle, remember. So, you gotta not fight the urge, like those hippies. You gotta burn it all down. You gotta bring out the resource mismanagement. You gotta praise all of those corrupt politicians that are just doing the sky god's biddings, and we need to think of those good people at Enron, because they really knew what they were doing. Let's be real here. They were polluting up the Gulf of Mexico. They were just helping us towards our goal. Okay, set their oil tanker on fire. Are you kidding? That really helps us out here. So we must fulfill Mother Universe's higher purpose for us, or something like that. I'll praise the sky god. So that was another one.
My biggest suggestion.
Add more punchlines.
Sure, but also make the jokes more brief. People will lose interest, halfway through.
Yeah, no, I get that. Okay, let me see if I can find it.
I think you've got a great career path on the way with this.
Let me see if I can pull out a briefer one for you.
Yeah, I have the attention span of like a bug, so.
Speaking of bugs. Here we go. Okay, I like this one. Okay. I've actually practiced this one a couple times, so hopefully it gets a little better. I've actually done it on the podcast before, so everyone can judge me when I do a worse job of it this time. Okay. So we all know hysteric strength, right? You feel like you're a Viking or something. You take your mushrooms, whatever. You're a Viking. You're a Viking. Yeah. Okay. So maybe we should just take drugs to get up to that point, right? I don't know. Take our mushrooms, do our meth, whatever. We get up to that point. Yay. So now, what in real life is like that feeling where you have hysteric strength, where you feel like you can just do whatever you want? You're a Viking. You can go conquer the world. Well, you know what I think is like that situation? When you gotta kill a spider, right? No, nobody likes a spider. You got a spider in the corner of your bathroom. You see one under your desk. You see one on your foot. You're like, a spider. So what are you gonna do? So, well, you see a spider, and you freak out. You run away. You hide, and you come back. You've got a cinder block in your hand. You got AK-47 if you are completely taking it over to the top. And you take a deep breath. You muster your hysteric strength. And BAM! You got the spider! Right? You got the spider? I hope you got the spider, because you use that hysteric strength, and you know what? You're a Viking now. So it works for karate people when they're breaking boards. That's kind of good enough for me.
I liked that one. That one was good. I laughed.
Yeah, it has a bit more of a punchline.
That one was good.
Yeah, hopefully I didn't break my mouse doing that.
I was wondering what happened.
Yeah, that was my mouse. Slammed it on the desk. Oh well, it was worth it for the punchline.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, do it for the
That one
vine.
will get you tips.
Yep. Okay. Well, that was a thing that happened. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Oh, here's another funny one. So I actually, this is a true story as well. So I had a referee friend one time, and this was the first day that Campbell, the ref, this was his first day refereeing. So when you're a soccer referee, you got two people that you're refereeing with, and usually they're two competent people. So the first person that Campbell refereed with was a blind person. Now, this person, they didn't think they were blind. She didn't even have glasses or anything. So it starts by her saying that she sometimes can't see the color of the socks of the team. So, okay, that's a problem. How are you going to know which team is which? Or the fact that the socks are always the same color. Well, that's not starting well. So, something else this girl likes to do, she likes to turn around during the middle of the game, just, talk to the fans. So, that's also a problem. So, Campbell, he's obviously nervous at this point. He's got to ref with this girl. He's got to keep the game under control. So, he just tells her to worry about the offsides. But she can't even do that right. So, she's just throwing her flag up all the time. And that's obviously not good. On seemingly every throw-in, she points in the opposite direction of Campbell, which is terrible because every time she points in the opposite direction of Campbell, the parents start yelling at Campbell. And every time she points in the opposite direction that the fans want it to be, she's getting yelled at. That's no fun. So, it was a terrible night for him. So, it couldn't get any worse the next day, right? Well, the next day, he arrives at the field, and he's with Blindy again. And he's working with her, since he apparently did such a good job with her. And the other AR that he's working with, keep in mind, he's refereeing soccer here. He's not refereeing football or anything. This guy's wearing a zebra jersey. He's wearing the black and white football jersey. So that's bad. He says he's still training to be a referee. Okay? So Campbell tells him if he doesn't go put on a yellow shirt or something, he's got to get off the field. So he's got to deal with Blindy again. He's got to deal with the football referee. And she's talking to the parents, and she's not watching the game. And when she hears the whistle, she throws up a flag, obviously. So there's a foul in the box. There's no way she saw the play. And she still throws up her flag. Hell if she even knew where the box was on the field. After the game, she wants to get a ride back to the train station to go home. And apparently her carpool fell through, and she thought she could get someone to drive her. And, well, when she was done refereeing. And obviously he said no way, and he never saw her again. So there wasn't a punchline there, but it's a fun story.
That was a good story.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No, it's ridiculous. I
I
don't know how you would,
yeah.
I don't know why you would wear a football refereeing jersey to, a football refereeing opportunity. So, yeah.
No, that doesn't seem to make much good sense.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to skip over a bunch of these other ones, highlights in my act, like the STD called disappointment, stuff like that. That's no fun. Okay.
No.
Going back to 400 plus embarrassing questions. Well, I was kind of hoping I would have one at the end of that. Let's see. Here, how about this? Now I'm not going to ask you that. You're liable if I ask you that one.
Liable?
Yeah, no, have you ever done anything illegal? So.
Oh, I haven't. No.
It's boring and liable.
Boring, I know.
And liable. Okay. Okay. Okay, here, how about this? So, what kind of person would be the worst person in the world to date?
Someone demanding. Or, I mean, abusive would be pretty bad. No.
Yeah, no, that'd probably be worse.
But if they're a decent person otherwise, if they're demanding, that would be kind of annoying.
Are we talking like rapey demanding or just demanding in general?
Oh no, just demanding in general.
Okay, gotcha.
I mean, the other guy.
I mean, yes, that would be worse. Again.
Again, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So don't be
We're on
rapey.
the same page.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, moving on from that. What's the most unflattering school picture of you that's ever been taken?
I think my 6th grade picture was pretty bad.
Oh wow, you know it by grade. What was so bad about it?
Well, my hair was not good. My teeth were super crooked. I don't really know. That's probably it. I just wasn't cute, you know?
Yeah, no.
I wasn't like a cute child. Well, I wasn't a cute middle schooler. There gets a limit where like it's no longer acceptable for you to be ugly. And I kind of passed that limit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and to all you ugly people out here, we're not talking about you. No, I get that, and yeah, 6th grade was a rough year for me as well. I was fully into the braces phase of my middle school life. That was no fun at all.
What kind of braces?
I went for the whole ordeal. I got the expanders, I got the braces, I got the multicolored braces. That's always a good look.
Oh, the green, when you accidentally get the green ones and then you look like you've got food in your teeth all the time.
No, it's terrible.
The life, man, really.
Yeah, especially when you get like the school colors or something. Nobody wants the patriotic.
Ooh, and then near like holiday time, get some red and green ones.
Oh, don't get the red ones. Yeah, you just look like you have gingivitis.
You get some orange ones.
I can get behind the orange ones. Nobody's gonna mistake that for anything. I'm more with you on like the green and the red ones. That you don't want anyone mistaking it for anything. Same with the black. You don't want to have black teeth.
No.
Yeah. Did you ever have any problems with cavities coming off of that?
No, well, actually, it wasn't that long ago I had my first cavity. I think I was 18. I don't know what the deal was. I don't know. I brush my teeth every morning and every night. I don't know why. I drink a lot of lemonade, which I think probably has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
But yeah, no, I've never had a cavity until pretty recently.
Oh, good.
That's the only cavity I had.
Yeah, no, I don't get people that don't brush their teeth. It's not hard to do.
Pretty gnarly, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you take a shower at night, because it's just like, I mean, you're in the bathroom already.
Yeah, what else are you going to do?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Now, I can get behind people that don't floss, because flossing is a huge pain in the butt.
Come on.
No,
Ryan,
no,
you gotta floss.
Yeah, do you?
I'm disappointed. Yeah, my gums are healthy as anything.
So are mine. I just went to the dentist and...
They're probably not as healthy as mine, though, Ryan.
No, but nobody's gums are as healthy as yours, Hallie.
I mean, true.
Yeah, but no, I'm actually kind of surprised they haven't come up with anything better for flossing. Like, we have the toothbrush now. That's a huge improvement on
I don't use... Have you ever tried, like, the little stick flossing things?
I have them in there.
They're so much better. I use those. I think it's so much easier.
I mean, it's easier, but, like, I always break them still.
You break them?
Yeah, I got strong teeth.
God. That's yeah.
No, like, I always break them. Like, I go through, like, 4 of them to get through my whole mouth, and, you get food on it, and, like, it's a huge pain, and then your mouth starts bleeding, and you're like, okay, well, this is just painful.
See, okay, yeah, no, you don't have healthy gums if they start bleeding.
Well, no, that just means I don't have strong gums.
No, they're not healthy. If you floss every day, your gums wouldn't bleed every time you floss them. I promise.
Well, no, I believe that, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, no, fair enough. I'm trying to justify my poor hygiene. Yeah.
Unforgivable.
No, it is unforgivable. I mean, it could be worse. I could not brush my teeth.
Yeah, it could be worse for sure.
Yeah. But no, like, it still is kind of weird that it hasn't gotten much better. Like, we just have the like, I mean, we haven't advanced beyond string with flossing. Like, I saw something really cool in, like, a military MRE where, I forget what it was like. I wanted to call it a Tide Pod. It wasn't a Tide Pod. That's not, wasn't at all like a Tide Pod. I don't know why they, oh, I know why, because you mentioned Tide Pods at the beginning of this.
Yes, I did.
No, it's like it's covered in bristles, and it's like a circular thing. It's kind of like a dog toy, and like you just bite it and like start chewing on it, and it.
Oh, I feel like I've seen, yeah.
Yeah, like toothpaste just comes out of it, and it's supposed to like get in between your teeth. That seems a lot better than what we're doing right now, but I don't know the real effectiveness on it. I think it's Dutch, but I'm not entirely sure.
Interesting. I feel like I've seen that, yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll try it out on the podcast sometime. That could be interesting.
Please do. Honestly, I wanted to be a dentist for so long, but I've kind of changed my path.
Really?
We'll see what. Yeah, I was actually thinking about getting an undergrad and trying to get into dental school for a long time.
Huh. What about being a dentist appealed to you?
Well, I love going to the dentist, you know? And then I've always just found it intriguing.
I always hated going to the dentist.
Really?
Yeah, I was always the person that had those nightmares about my teeth falling out. Yeah, you know those dreams? Like, that's one of the most common dreams out there. It's like
No, yeah, I've had that dream before, but it didn't really give me a fear of teeth.
I don't know, like, you know, I'm always, like, sitting in the car, like, come on, Ryan, you can do this. You don't have any cavities, you brush your teeth good. You might have gingivitis, but probably not. You got this.
Gingivitis, if you floss, I swear, Ryan.
I don't have gingivitis, I'm just saying, you know, you're having a panic attack, you're sitting in your car getting ready to head into the dentist, you're in a cold sweat, and you're like, oh no, did I do enough? Did I miss brushing one time? Did I don't know, was I trying to figure, was I eating a piece of pizza? Did I fall asleep with a piece of pizza in my mouth?
Interesting. Well, I was gonna say if I become a dentist, I'll try to relieve your fears, but I'm not gonna become a dentist any longer. So
No.
hopefully you'll find another dentist to relieve your fears.
Yeah. No, I know the real reason you didn't want to become a dentist.
Please enlighten me.
Yeah, bad mouth odor.
Bad mouth.
Yeah, someone comes in, they got stinky breath. That's the worst for the dentist.
It's got to be pretty bad, yeah.
I mean, that's why they wear those surgical masks. It's because they don't want to smell your stinky breath.
Yeah, they certainly have a solution, but yeah.
Yeah, it's either that or, I don't know, they don't want to drop the ring in your mouth. That would not be helpful.
The ring.
I don't know. You always hear about those surgical procedures where the doctor forgets something and he's like, oops, forgot the knife, my bad. And they have to go back in. That's definitely a thing where, like, they just forget something.
Okay. I believe you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I appreciate your vote of confidence then.
Yep.
Okay. Would you ever write in a diary? Or journal, I guess is a better word for it.
I never have, but people that do inspire me, you know? I wish I had that kind of dedication. You know, I described myself as dedicated earlier, but going back to that, I'm really not that dedicated.
Well, you're dedicated to flossing.
What?
You're dedicated to flossing.
To flossing? I'm selectively dedicated, you know?
Well, aren't we all?
We all are. You're right.
Okay.
So, no, I've never... I admire people that do, but I've never written in a diary.
Okay, fair enough. But you know people that have? That's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, my grandma.
Your grandma.
Really? She does.
Oh, that's great.
She's an avid diary writer.
She's avid, okay.
Yeah.
You just go over and she's diarying right there and she's like, hey, can I get you for a quote on something?
That's never happened, but next time I see her, I'll offer to give her a quote.
Yeah, that would be quite helpful, I have to imagine. Okay. Let's see. So, I know you mentioned that you're a fan of the t-shirt and jeans. Do you like getting dressed up?
I don't have to say yeah. Like for homecoming, I always went to the dances and stuff, and it was nice. It's nice to look nice, you know.
Yeah, it's like nice to look nice.
It's a little boost of self-confidence. Makes you feel good. But then again, it's nice to take it off at the end of like the dance or whatever.
It's nice.
It's nice.
Yeah, or during the dance, that works too.
Oh, not that, but I guess whatever floats your boat, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you're at a rave, you rave. And it comes full circle. But no,
what if I was one of those people? You could have really offended me. I could have been really offended.
I mean, I would say you brought it upon yourself, but
Would you?
I mean, I think you kind of do. Like, honestly, you know what? Thank you for getting me on that soapbox. So that's one of the biggest things that I hate about people. That might be my biggest pet peeve. But yeah, I mean, it's bigger than a pet peeve, so I don't know what you would call it. Is people that think that they're entitled to not be criticized about stuff. They think
yes.
they think they can just go out there and do whatever they want, and we're not allowed to make comments about it. So, I mean, that's a great example. It's dress code stuff. Like, if you're wearing some skimpy outfit or something, you're not entitled to not be criticized about that. You're bringing it upon yourself. There's no, oh, I can wear whatever I want. Yes, you can, but we can also make comments about it. Like,
I'm not disagreeing with you, but at the same time,
I mean, look, harassment is
like,
harassment.
is minding your business that hard? Like, I mean, I'm not disagreeing. I don't think I get that uptight if I get criticized, but, like, is it that hard to mind your business?
Well, no, it's not hard to mind your business. I'm just saying that, I mean, you can't get so, well, not defensive. You're entitled to be defensive as well, but, like, yeah, I don't know. I just know a lot of people that feel like if you criticize them, that you're doing something wrong. And, well, not that you're doing something wrong, but that, like, they don't deserve that is really my problem with it. And yeah, I agree. Believe me, I'm not the kind of person that's going around being like, "Hey, what are you doing there, buddy? You're looking like a real piece of work right there." I mean, trust me, that's not me. But yeah, like I mean, I kind of stated my point there. But no, I agree. Yeah, it's not that hard to keep to yourself. And no, if you're if you're talking about someone just bullying someone for no reason, that's not cool. But I don't know. I haven't really known any bullies in my life, to be honest. What about you?
I mean, I was kind of a bully in elementary school, so
Oh, Hallie, you were a bully.
I grew out of it.
I guess
But
I
yeah.
know a bully now.
What?
I guess I know a bully now.
I guess you should know.
Was it just a speaking your mind thing?
I mean, yeah, it wasn't, like, abusive, but, like, I was just I mean, it was to the people that were my friends. Like, you asked Morgan Pulley, she was going to say I was so mean to her. And, like, a little bit of it is true, but at the same time, it's kind of gotten intensified through the years, because we're still very close. And so, you know, I get
Here, you know what?
teased a bit now about how I was not the best character.
You know, I'm feeling impulsive right now. I'm gonna call Morgan and ask her if she agrees with that.
Okay.
Here, this may be
I assure you she will.
this may be a horrible decision.
I don't think she's gonna answer, but
No, I don't think
maybe.
I don't think she will either. She's probably gonna be asleep or something.
I doubt she's asleep. She's probably with her boyfriend.
Oh, yeah, that would be awkward. That sounds like me. That sounds like me to interrupt with someone on that.
Oh.
That was not where I meant to take that, to be honest.
No. No. Do you know who her boyfriend is?
I do not, but I'm about to find out.
Alex Baldwin.
Oh, really? Huh.
Really?
Here, let's give this a shot.
Let's see.
I probably shouldn't be putting this on speaker. Hello?
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 Yeah, it is. Hello.
Hi.
Who is giggling?
Sorry, I'm on the podcast with Hallie right now, and I wanted to I wanted to get I wanted to get a quote from you. Hallie says that she was a real bully to you in elementary school. Is this true?
To do what?
Was Hallie a real bully to you in elementary school?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to tell Hallie at this point?
No.
Okay. Hallie, is there anything you would like to tell Morgan at this point?
No, I think we're all set.
Okay. Well, thanks for being a good sport, Morgan, and have fun with your boyfriend.
I miss you, Ryan.
Oh, I miss you too.
Okay, tell Holly I miss her too.
Hallie, Morgan misses you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Alright, love you guys, bye.
Well, hey, that went surprisingly well.
I'm surprised she answered. I don't think she would answer my call, so...
Yeah, I didn't know me and Morgan were close like that.
I think it was more curiosity, but yeah,
Yeah, hopefully I wasn't stepping on any toes.
I don't think so. She seemed pretty okay.
Okay. Great. Now I have to look forward to awkward phone calls in my future as well. Okay. Let's see. Here, this is interesting. Would you date anyone shorter than you? That's a common tall girl question.
Would I or have I?
Well, no, yeah, would you? I'm guessing the question then the response is, well, I have.
Yeah, no, I have. It's definitely not ideal, but, you know, I don't really have much options. There was probably 2 guys taller than me, or with any substantial height over me, that went to our school that was a senior, so...
Wait, what do you mean you don't have many options? Aren't you like 5'11" or 5'10"?
Yeah, I'm 5'11".
Yeah, that's 50% of the population. Or 50% of the guy population.
Okay, name 5 guys at our school that were probably over 6'1".
Okay, now, okay, so they gotta
I
be
am not being 2'8". That is 2 inches taller than me, Ryan. I am not being needy with that request.
Okay, so here, how many guys did you request?
5.
Okay, 5, I got this. Okay, so, obviously Zach Shearman, I'll start there.
Okay, yeah, you got him.
Okay, Jake Tinkata, he's 6'1".
Okay,
He's 6'1".
sure.
Okay.
Is that his... Does he think he's 6'1"?
Do you want me to call Jake now and ask?
No, I don't. That is the last thing I want you to do.
Okay. Crap. I'm trying to think of people who are taller than me. Cause I'm 5'11" as well.
What do you say? You're 5. I feel like you're 6 foot.
No, I'm actually 5'10" and a half. I bumped myself up a half an inch for self-confidence purposes.
Really?
Yeah.
Never knew.
Yeah, no, again, ridiculously long arms, not that long of legs.
I see.
Okay.
There's Samson. Samson is tall.
Yeah, right, Samson. Thank you. Thank you for being a good sport and
Just
helping me
you
win.
out. Yeah, I'm helping you out.
Okay. I'm trying to even remember who goes to our school at this point. Did Ritter ever get up that high? I feel like he got taller than me by the end of senior year.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe probably not 6'1" though. I don't know. Let's. What about West? He was pretty tall.
No, he was so short.
Oh, he was. Oops. Huh. What about Zachary Jones? He was pretty tall.
He was, yeah. Yeah.
Here.
I'll count him.
How about Derek Apple? He was pretty tall.
Yeah, I'll count him too.
How about Ryan Spinner? Was he tall?
No.
No? Oh, oops. You know, I actually tried to have Ryan Spinner on my podcast for 6 months.
Ryan Spinner's pretty cool. I like him.
Yeah, he's not cool about coming on the podcast.
I'm sorry.
He roped me along for like 6 months. It was ridiculous.
Ryan Spinner, yeah. I was on the senior class thing with him, you know? Senior class officer.
Oh, that thing. Sure. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did do that. Yeah. Did you enjoy doing that?
I did. Yeah.
Did they give you much power at all, or was it just, ceremonial?
Power in what way?
I don't know, to do anything.
I mean, I guess, yeah. It was responsibility to get stuff done. All the senior assemblies we had and stuff like that. At the end of the year, stuff with baccalaureate. And I mean, yeah, it was a lot of planning that went into it.
Okay. I'm still racking my brain to come up with someone who's over 6'1".
You've done a pretty good job.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
don't think you've proven me wrong, but you've done a pretty good job.
Oh, how about Carter?
Who is Carter?
Carter Galland?
Oh, no, Carter was not... No.
Oh, oops. I think what we're really learning here is I don't know how tall people are.
Yeah, I don't think you do.
Okay, well, I'm going to call that right there. That didn't go very well for me.
No, it didn't,
guess
but
we-
it's okay.
We can call that.
That just...
We can
I
call
have
that an
dated
aggressive
so much-
tie.
Huh?
We can call that an aggressive tie.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
I'm not gonna fight you on it. But yes, I have dated someone shorter than me, and I will, but it's not ideal.
Yeah. When does it come up the most? Is it just when you're looking at them, or
I mean,
I don't really know
yeah,
when else it
when
would
you're
come up, but
walking with them, when you hug them, I mean, all the time.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know how to describe it to you.
No, that was a weird question. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, it's either there or it's not.
I mean, it's just like, it's hard to describe to like someone like you because you're a guy.
Well, no, I'm sure I can
I mean,
understand.
you're standing next to, who are you close, here, you're standing next to Samson, right?
Okay.
And like, it's just like, you just gotta
Look up.
look up all the time, I don't know.
Hello, Jolly Green Giant.
I mean, I don't know. It's not that big of a deal, it's really not, but, preference.
Yeah. I guess we can stay on that subject. If you could get... No, not one thing. Here, describe your ideal guy to me. Obviously, I don't really care about looks, because that's kind of boring, but I guess personality-wise. Because, if I say looks, it's just, you describe the best guy. Like, it's kind of cut and dry, right?
Personality-wise. Funny, trustworthy, smart, caring. Yeah, it's a couple.
Great, I filled out my bingo card.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty average stuff.
Alright, let's see here. Okay. Why am I on a website called Hobby Lark? Is that really gonna have good icebreaker questions? No. Okay. Here, how about this? This is the awkward questions game. That sounds interesting. Okay. What is a good one here? Well, this isn't awkward questions. These are inappropriate questions. Okay. Do you like cologne?
Do I like what?
Do you like cologne?
One more time.
Do you like cologne? Like, is that a plus or a minus?
Cologne.
Sorry, I know it's French. The French confuse me.
Yeah, if it's not too strong, I guess it's fine. I mean, like, I just don't want to... Like, if I get a whiff of you, okay, but I don't want to smell you all the time,
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. What do you... Where... I'm not asking that. Here, I'll just read this one. This is ridiculous. There's a question on here. Apparently, this is an awkward question. This is a good way to lose a friend is if you ask him, why can't you lose weight?
That's all.
Why can't you lose weight, damn it? Oh, that's great.
No.
Okay.
Why can't you lose weight?
Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. That's not happening. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, here, how about this? So, how do you usually sleep? Are you one of the fetus people, or do you sleep like a soldier?
No, actually, I sleep on my stomach.
Really? Huh.
Mhm.
Is that comfortable?
I think so. Yep, that's how I sleep.
Where's the comfort when you do that? Because, like when how do I describe this in not an awkward way? There is not an awkward way not to describe this. So I don't know. For me, when I'm, I'm a fetus sleeper. So when I'm, oh my god, I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now. Never mind.
Okay.
I was gonna say where's the comfort area when you sleep like that? That's a creepy question. That's
well,
creepy.
I guess I try and I guess my arms are curled up under me, right? So
Oh wait, they're
comforting.
yeah. You see what it's awkward. Yeah. That wasn't even.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that wasn't even one of the awkward questions on there. That was a Ryan awkward question. I apologize for that. Whew. But now, your arms are under you?
Yeah.
That isn't uncomfortable?
Together, in a fist under me.
Wait, they're in a fist? So, there's just a fist jamming into your ribs?
I guess.
Here, let me, here, I gotta try this out. So.
Oh, don't. You're gonna
Okay,
be
so
cursed for
I'm
life
getting on
until you go to
I'm getting
sleep.
on the floor here, and God, I forgot my back was hurting. Okay, so I don't even know if the audio is picking this up, to be honest.
I hear you, yeah.
Oh, this is terrible on your lower back.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely not good for you.
Oh my God, yeah, your lower back is just flexing the entire time.
I do have back issues,
Oh
but
my God, yeah, you gotta stop this. Guys, guys at home, if you want the full experience of this podcast, you gotta get on the floor right now and try this out. Oh, is your fist positioned on your ribs or is it your stomach?
Ribs.
Okay, I was gonna say the stomach's still terrible for your breathing. Oh, this is terrible. Hallie. I mean, it's better than. I gotta get off. This hurts. Wow. So it's
You learn something new every day, right?
yeah. So it's better than that one where you sleep with your arm above you, the one where it's ruining your shoulder. But wow, that I did not expect that. Okay. Wow, that was rough on my back. Do you do any back exercises to work on that?
No, I need to. It's terrible. My back hurts 24/7. But
Yeah, no
I
kidding.
sleep like a baby, let me tell you.
I hope so. Here, what is your bedtime routine actually? Because I know a lot of people have problems with that, where they bring their phone into their bed and then it takes an hour to fall asleep. Or do you just keep
I
it
do have a
out?
problem with that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I am a victim of it.
So you sleep like a baby with its phone?
No, I don't sleep with my phone in my bed. I'm not that bad.
Wait, so you bring your phone into your bed, but you don't sleep with your phone in your bed?
No, I mean, I thought you meant, I play on my phone, before I go to bed, you know?
Wait,
I
so
don't play on it
wait, what's
until
what's the difference?
I don't sleep next to my phone.
Yeah, but
Well,
you don't fall asleep with your phone?
No, I just use it before bed.
Okay, so where's the borderline here? How tired are you when you're putting your phone down?
I mean, I'm at school, I'm not, when school's in session, I'm not stupid about it. I go to bed within reason, and, with work, if I have to work early in the morning, say I had to work at 9, then I say, okay, at 12, I'm gonna stop looking at my phone. But, I mean, I don't know, when I feel tired or when I feel like I've had enough of my phone.
Have you ever had enough of your phone, Hallie?
I have, yeah. There are times when I just have had enough.
Huh. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. What do you usually do on your? Is it just more lurking, or do you like
On
to?
my phone?
Yeah, or do you like to read, or?
No, I just play on it.
But do you just play Tetris, or are there some
No.
other?
I don't know why
That
I'm
seems like it would
Tetris today.
get a little boring.
I play a lot of Minecraft, actually, but that drains my battery. Like I said, I watch Netflix now, so that's kind of my new thing. And then, yeah, that's about it.
What do you like to do on Minecraft? Do you like the building stuff or survival?
Oh, not Minecraft. Wait, not Minecraft.
Yeah, how do you mix up Minecraft?
What is that?
Fortnite?
No, certainly not that.
Roblox?
Hold on, let me look.
Okay.
Minesweeper, sorry.
Minesweep? That is not the same thing.
No, I know, I just forgot the name.
Oh my goodness.
Minesweeper.
Yeah, Minesweeper versus Minecraft. Oh my gosh.
Yes, even more geekish.
Really? Minesweeper?
Mm-hmm.
Why Minesweeper? What do you see in Minesweeper?
I've gotten pretty good at it, Ryan.
Yeah,
Almost a pro.
I'm sure you have, but what got you into Minesweeper?
Actually, Mr. G's class.
Oh, Mr. D?
And I never stopped. Start playing it then.
Yeah,
Stop.
I can understand that. He doesn't exactly take up all of your attention.
He just didn't enforce much, and, into senior year, you're kind of checked out.
Yeah, fair enough. This is something we haven't gotten into at all today. What music do you like to listen to?
What a controversial topic.
Oh, is it? Ooh.
I don't really like music.
Ooh, that is controversial.
I know, right? Yeah, no, I don't listen to too much music, but, I mean, pop, I guess, whatever. I mean, whatever's on the radio. If the radio's on, that's what I listen to.
Oh, that's really controversial.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Any reason you don't like music? I know a lot of the problem with music for me is I feel like I'm wasting time. I still really like music, don't get me wrong, but like usually I'll go for a podcast or something because I'm like, I could be learning right now instead of listening to music.
No, I've never had a traumatic music experience, just don't like
Well,
music.
not a traumatic music. Hang on a second, Hallie. Now I think you're putting words in my mouth. I haven't had a traumatic music experience. I haven't just started listening to some Kelly Clarkson song and crying and be like, oh, what am I doing with my life? That's...
Yeah, I can't say that's ever happened to me.
No, it hasn't happened to me either.
I'm glad to hear it, Ryan.
But no, just not a music fan.
Not a music fan, no?
Okay. That's interesting. And a complete dead end to that conversation topic. Okay. Well, let me see if I can find one more to round this out. Let's see. I was really banking on that music one. Let's see. Is there a country that you haven't visited yet that you would want to visit?
There's a lot of countries I haven't visited yet.
Well, that you want to visit.
Yeah, I really want to go to Japan.
Really? I want to go to Japan too. Why do you want to go to Japan?
Like I mentioned earlier, I love sushi, so I think the cuisine there would be awesome.
Well, yeah, you can get sushi here.
Okay, yeah, but I'm sure it's better there.
Yeah, but it's radioactive.
Okay, other than that, I don't know, I just think it would be a big culture difference. Different than anything I've ever experienced.
Yeah,
I could learn a lot.
Would you be excited for the bidets? The bidets?
Sure, yeah.
Do you know what that is?
No.
Oh, okay. You probably wouldn't be. So, basically, what the bidets are those robotic toilets they have.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know what that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be excited to see that.
Yeah.
Be exciting.
Being exciting, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun? Question mark.
Fun.
But sure, fun. Why not? Yeah, no, I've always found their culture super interesting. I feel like it goes along with my personality pretty well.
How so?
I don't know. I feel like I'm a pretty reserved person. I'm not exactly the kind of person that's going to walk up to someone and give them a hug in the hallway or whatnot. We all
And
know
their culture is like that.
we all know those hug people. But yeah, no, I feel like that would be something I would enjoy. It'd probably get to me after a little bit. I'd be like, oh, they won't even give me a freaking handshake. But no, like, no, I feel like I have a pretty strong sense of honor and doing right. So I feel like I would fit in pretty well there. I actually was reading that apparently they have a really strong code of honesty where people just don't lie in Japan. And like when foreigners go there, they can trick a bunch of Japanese people just by making stuff up, and they believe them, which sucks that people are that terrible. But I mean, apparently that's a thing.
Interesting. I never knew it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's a pretty good place to wrap it up. If any, I don't think we're gonna find any other place unless you want to go back to Shakespeare. Okay, fair enough. Here, actually, you know what? I know where we should leave this. Here, do you know where we should leave this?
I don't. I thought you knew.
Well, I do, but I have to pull it up because I got rid of the tab because I thought we were done with this. Here we go.
Oh.
No, oh shit. Damn it. I pulled up the wrong one. That was the music. Oh god, I'm gonna have to cut that out. That was the music Hallie and I were listening to before this started. Oh man.
Well, you've ruined it now.
Yeah, I know. I really ruined it now. Wow. Okay. Here. Nope. That's still that. Wow. How many tabs is that gonna take up all my history? Well, this is really building up. This better be grand finale right here. There we go. Okay. Well, now that we got that out of the way, I suppose we can roll things in. So, if you guys enjoyed listening to the podcast, which I don't know how you would have, but, you know, if you did, if you are scatterbrained like I was apparently today, then, you know what? Head to our YouTube channel, Topical, Rationalizing the Monkey Brain. Give us a subscribe. That would be nice as well. Make me feel good about our start to Season 2. And you know what? Give me a comment. Say you're a scattered monkey. Don't do that, actually. Please don't do that. That would be awkward. But you know what you should do? You should head over to your favorite podcasting platform. Type in that podcast name. Give us whatever it is on there. I know some platforms like to give you a subscribe. Some give you a follow. Some don't give you anything. But you know what? Give whatever you can. And we're going to see you next time. Probably in college. Yippee! Alright, bye-bye.